The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Jesus walks a lot, echoes in the dark. Gunny chief sharp, leaves the gamers mark. Mayo drip smooth, the controller spark. Horrible gamers, we ignite the art. Pixel dreams stitched into the code. Lagging through the chaos every episode. Loading up the laughter, stories unfold. Joystick kings, legends never grow. Press start, no pause, this is the crew. Jesus, Gunny, Mayo coming through. Horrible gamers, where the gamers groove. Plug in, tune out, let's make a move.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 589, recording on January 19, 2026. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Rockstar. Today I'm joined by my co-host from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief Henley Merrow is back. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
What's up? What's up, guys? Good to be back.
That's right. And from the East Coast, the Beast Coast, little big Ohio itself, Cleveland's best, Columbus knows his name, the Mayo, Steve Willier is back. Welcome
Hey,
back.
what's up, Jesus? I'll be a little quieter. I'm a little under the weather. Hopefully, my voice will hold up.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine, man. You'll
Yeah.
be fine. Just drink NyQuil. I mean, Dayquil. Dayquil keeps you up.
Yeah, drink Dayquil.
NyQuil puts you to sleep.
Snort
I've been using
Sudafed. Drink
the NyQuil pills.
Dayquil.
I've been using the NyQuil and the Dayquil pills, but I don't know. My coworker said I should just take a shot of whiskey. That'll help get it out of me.
Maybe.
Maybe some Jägermeister. Some Jägermeister will help.
An old mother's recipe that I remember as a kid. Whenever I had a sore throat as a child, my mom would heat up pure honey
Yeah, I've heard honey.
in the microwave. She didn't heat it up super hot. She just make it warm. She would either put it in warm in a cup of hot water or something and let it kind of warm up the bottle, and then she'd grab a teaspoon of it. Or a tablespoon, not a teaspoon, a tablespoon of the fucking shit, pour it on the tablespoon, and then she'd pour I don't know, she'd grab a lemon and put a few drops of the lemon juice on there, and then make me take I want to say 2 maybe 3 if it really hurt, 2 or 3 of those spoonfuls of honey and lemon juice or whatever on there, and it would help soothe the throat, man. It does help coat whatever you have going on in your throat or whatever.
Yeah,
it does help.
So for me right now, I don't have a sore throat. I'm just
Your voice, right?
Yeah, I just can't talk. And I'm kind of on the backside of everything. So I've been sick since Wednesday last week. So
I feel you, man.
Trying to get out of it.
It's weird
I
for
had
me.
I had mine 2 weeks ago. I think that's one of the reasons we didn't record.
It's weird, right? I've been sick on and off since I got back from fucking Hawaii, dude. All right, listen. For a month and a half now, I've had a cough that doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. It went away maybe for a few days and it came back. Then it went away for a day or two, then it came back. And then when I was at Disney, I got kind of really sick at Disney. And then, oh fuck, hold on.
Well, yeah, you're at Disney. You're going to be around a lot of snotty infected kids.
Hold on, guys.
Right.
Continue.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
touching everything.
Disney. Yeah, Disney's the place of getting sick, right?
It is the happiest place on earth, but not for adults.
Right?
Not for the parents. Oh, but yeah. But no, well, Jesus stepped away for just a second, but yeah, was it 2 weeks ago, Mayo? I was out, or 3 weeks ago? I was I think then you guys recorded and I was sleeping. I had to work. Yeah. And then you had to work the following week, and it was nuts. We just couldn't get it together.
Tomorrow, but I'm gonna just turn this week into a vacation actually, and
Yeah. Nice.
I've already missed 2 of my 4 days.
There you go.
The doctor.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call, but I'm back. And listen. All right. Disney. We went to Disney. I got sick there, and then it came back, and I've been sick, man. I'm not super sick. It's I don't feel like I'm dying, but I've had this cough ever since I came back, and it's like a cough that like sounds really bad sometimes. Like in the morning, I'll cough and it'll sound like I'm fucking dying, dude. Like a really bad cough. All right, listen, and then it doesn't go away, Gunny. Am I fucking dying or something? What's going on?
You know what? Like, I'm not a doctor, man. I'm a truck driver, and I play
Oh, I
games.
thought you were a doctor. I
What
thought
do I
this
look
was
qualified to you? You know what? I played that quarantine zone today, but I should have been qualified
Listen,
after a
listen.
couple hours of that game. But
I thought you were like a doctor. I thought I was on my like online appointment.
you're not dying, Jesus. Okay, you're dying slowly. Fine.
Oh shit! Oh no! But like seriously, man, like it doesn't go away. And then every like so often, like even last week or 2 weeks ago, I would randomly kind of lose my voice, just randomly. It wouldn't even be like for a long time either. It'd be like maybe for like an hour. I'd sound like how Mayo sounds, and then it
Well,
would go away.
do you ever think this, Jesus? Like, so do you ever think that, like, okay, yeah, you might get, like, it's now winter, so you might get mild allergies, but boom, do you ever like think like to yourself, like, you get the common cold, maybe not so much like the bad flu or whatever, and
Mhm.
then like I feel like sometimes, especially if I got like a cold in June or something, like I feel like the allergies have, like, take over in some ways, like after the cold,
Well,
like
in
it
June,
lowers your
July,
immune system,
yes.
right? So you feel.
But we're like in the middle of winter, bro. So like this should just be like a flu or like a cold, but it doesn't go away. Like I honestly like thought about calling my doctor and being like, "Hey man, like am I fucking dying? What's going on here?"
Listeners out there with medical experience, help us
He's gonna
out. Does Jesus have walking pneumonia? What's going on?
seriously, cuz like everyone at work got sick and then I was still sick and then like it's just like it doesn't go away. It like
Whooping
even right
cough, man.
now
I don't know.
even right now as I'm talking, I can feel it. Like I want to like clear my throat. I want to like kind of cough, but I don't. And then even at nighttime, like during the nighttime when I sleep, I'll have a runny nose sometimes. Like in the middle of my sleep, I'll wake up and I have to go blow my nose because like my nose feels all stuffy. Like I gotta blow my nose, and then I blow my nose, and then I come back to bed, and then I'll go to sleep for like another hour or two. Wake up once again. I have to go blow my nose, and then come back.
Well, let me ask you, because you've got that. So since you've been at that warehouse, I assume it's probably they keep it pretty damn cold in there.
Oh, it's
You know,
fucking
so that
cold as shit.
that
Man.
doesn't probably help your respiratory system either.
It's cold as fucking. There's like 34 degrees all fucking day in there.
Yeah, it's like our produce or our warehouse. So it's,
It's fucking cold.
Yeah. See, like I'm in a truck, but yeah, I got to get out. But still, like I keep it pretty warm in there. So it is kind of like I'm going from hot to cold all day.
Yeah,
Not all day, but it's yeah.
Yeah, I'm just in
What
the
is-
cold for like 8 hours every day. Like,
Oh
like
yeah.
just cold,
Yeah.
cold.
like for me, it's like outside temperature where I'm at, 'cause I'm on the dock.
Yeah.
So we don't really have heat in the grocery side. So it like whatever it is outside. So when it's 20 degrees outside, it's probably 40 on our dock. You know, like you just
Yeah.
like being in a garage.
Yeah, see
yeah.
us, we're like in a refrigerator, and so sometimes it's
Right.
warmer. Sometimes it's colder outside than it is inside, but like for like most of the time we're just in the cold, man. In the wintertime it feels really cold. And sometimes we're just driving forklifts around and that's what you're doing that day. So you're not even picking orders, you're just driving around all day.
But that's even
And that
colder, right? Like when you
it's
drive
even
around,
colder. Well, yeah,
you're only
because you
going
don't get
like
off your lift. You're just on
yeah,
your
you're
lift.
going like 8 mile an hour, but it don't sound fast, but you get cold.
Like the
Yeah,
wind,
yeah.
bro. The wind comes at you. You're just like, oh fucking shit. Like this is cold.
Right.
Like we'll have sometimes I'll wear like double gloves. Like I'll like go grab a pair of gloves that are like regular looking like liner gloves, and then I'll put like hand warmers in them, like hot hands. And then I'll get the other gloves, like a bigger pair of gloves that go on the outside. There are the plastic like grippy gloves.
That's
And
the
I'll
ones
put
I
those
use.
and I'll
The
put
ones, the
those
blue
over.
grippies. Yeah.
Yeah, the blue grippy gloves.
Yeah, I use those
and
all the time.
I'll put those, and those are even like they got like wool inside or whatever. Like they're kind of like they're like wool lined on the inside, and I'll put those over my other gloves, and my hands will still be cold, man. Or like sometimes my legs will be freezing, or my feet. I'm
And of
like, what
course,
the
with being
fuck?
driving on a forklift, you got to have like hand control. So you can't
Yeah.
have like real thick gloves on, right?
No, you can't. And then like sometimes like we'll have to get off to like fix something on the palletizer or pick something up that fell or whatever. It's just like fuck, this sucks. And then like
Yeah.
you don't want to bundle up too much because then you get too hot and you're like, this is too fucking hot. And you start getting like you can't even fucking move because you're so bundled up. So you gotta have
Yeah.
you gotta have enough clothes on to stay warm, but not too much to like where you can't move fast enough. You know what I mean? Or you
A
can't
lot of
turn
our
your
guys
head.
like at on our freezer to wear like bring like 2 pair of socks because
Yeah.
they'll sweat a little bit and their socks will get damp.
Yep.
And then like they come back in after lunch, they start to like kind of thaw out a little bit, and they go back in and after lunch and their feet are like freezing. So we always tell them to bring like another pair of socks
Yep.
to switch them out because those are dry, and
Yeah, it sucks working in the. I mean, it's not bad in the summertime. It's kind of nice because you kind of get used to the same temperature all year, so you never feel like it's summer. I honestly like when it's summertime and I work in the cooler. I never feel like it's summer. Like I'm like it's always the same temperature in here. like it doesn't matter. I'm always
Yeah.
cold. So like to me, it's the same temperature all fucking year. It doesn't matter if it's hot or if it's cold outside. It don't affect me on the inside. I'm just fucking in the same cold shit all the time. You know what I mean? But other people in the other parts of the building, like the places that don't have AC or whatever, they get fucking hot as shit. They're all fucking sweating in the summertime. They're all dying. They all come and walk through the cooler real quick to cool down because it's so fucking hot on the other parts of the building. I'm like, yeah, no, to me it's just like, but then it does suck, man. Once your hands get cold, it's damn near
Yeah.
impossible to feel warm. It really is.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
noticed that.
For sure.
Like one thing that I've noticed is once your hands start getting cold and your hands are fucking cold, and you can't get them to warm up again, your whole body will just feel like it's freezing, dude. Your whole body just feels like
Oh yeah. I do
fuck
that like in the
this.
morning. Like my first
Yeah.
couple stops, if I'm not going in to like do like a bigger stop like Costco or Target or something, like let's say if I'm doing some smaller businesses, then yeah, it's even just wearing those grippy blue gloves, it's like, fuck, my hands are still freezing.
Yeah,
I feel cold.
yeah, it gets
Even
cold.
with
I
a
mean,
jacket.
when we're picking orders, it's not bad because you're constantly moving, you're pulling stuff, you're lifting heavy shit, you're pulling heavy shit. So like if you stay moving,
Yep.
you'll kind of stay warm. Once you stop and have to wait for someone, then
Oh
you will
yeah.
get cold. But if you're constantly moving, like you will, even if you're not even going at a fast pace, you're just constantly doing a steady pace. You will stay pretty like okay, you know. But once you stop, oh fuck, it gets cold, man. It's
Yeah.
like what the fuck. Like yeah, it sucks, but it's not terrible. The only problem is like you said, I don't think it's helping my respiratory system. I think that's why I feel like I'm constantly sick right now because it's not like I don't think I'm giving my body enough time to heal,
yeah, that's
and
why I'm
it
just
feels like it's
had to
constantly
take a
like
week
sick.
off. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the rest of the week off and
Yeah,
try to
like it's like
recover,
my
just
body
relax.
hasn't had time to heal. Like it's just like constantly like sick. Like it's just constantly, and it's also introducing it to different bacteria or whatever the fuck. Going to Hawaii, going to California, going to a theme park. I'm introducing different shit to my body that's like it's probably thinking like, what the fuck is going on,
Yeah,
man?
you
Like
went
what?
to Florida, right? Went to Gatorville.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on? Like you need to chill, bro.
Too many
Too much
climates.
foreign shit going on here. What's going on? What the fuck's going on with your body? Too much foreign bacteria coming in this motherfucker. But yeah. Anyways, hopefully we all get healed up and get healthy. And yeah. And but real quick, happy 2026 to both of you and everyone listening. We're here, guys. We made it 2026.
Yay, I finally changed it in the notes to the year 2026. I've been keeping it at 2025, but it's time. It's time to move forward.
We're in the future now, guys. We're in the future. Yeah, this is it, dude. Like when I was a kid, like thinking back to when I was like, I don't know, I want to say like I was in third grade, maybe when it was 1999. Mayo's like, what? You were in what?
No, Gunny is saying that.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? So I was in third grade, Gunny, back in 1999 when you were like a grown adult, and I remember thinking like, man, what's 2025 gonna be like? And thinking like it was gonna be like all this future shit, and none of it has come true. None of it, Gunny, none of it.
No, like what were you thinking? Like flying cars? Like
Something,
my
I don't
mother used
know,
to
like-
think?
like houses would look different or something. Like I don't know.
Well, they do have those 3D print homes, but they're
I
not.
mean,
Yeah,
I
I don't know
mean,
where
like
they're. New
shit.
Mexico or somewhere.
It looks
Yeah.
the same as like 25 years ago. Like nothing looks really different. I mean, the only difference we have now is AI, social media, internet's more prevalent everywhere. Everyone kind of has the internet now. It kind of became like a phone thing, right? Like everyone back in the day had landlines. Now everyone has internet and a cell phone. That kind of became a thing. But like, I don't know, man. I thought it would just be a little different. I don't know, like because then we
I
watched
was,
Back to the Future or whatever, like
yeah,
Back to the Future put
Yeah.
ideas in my head, and I'm like, maybe we'll have like
Right.
hoverboards and shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Like a hover skateboard would be dope as fuck. And like, we don't have that. Like, what the
Right. We still have
fuck?
regular skateboards.
Yeah, we have regular ass
Everybody's just
skateboards
Ubering
still.
around now. Yes, in a regular fucking car that we had
Yeah,
50 years ago.
Yeah, like regular ass fucking
It's
car.
electric now. It could be
Yeah,
electric.
Even people are still driving like 1999 Camrys and shit. Like what the fuck? This
Yeah.
just still looks the same, man. Like there's no different mail. Nothing's changed, man. Like the world is the same. What the fuck?
I was pulling up some online stuff, and it was seeing what movies had the set piece of 2026.
Yeah.
And one of them that came up that stuck out was in 2005 Doom movie, and it said it started in 2026, and then it shows like something from 20 years later, and then V for Vendetta also took place in 2026, 2027.
Oh yeah, that was a lame movie, but I know what it is.
To me, that's crazy. Like I don't know. Like it's just even if you think about now, you think about the year 2050. Like whoa, 2050 Gunny.
What am I thinking of? The one with Harrison Ford.
What are we gonna have in 2050? like Blade Runner and shit.
Blade Runner, yeah. But that was more. That was 2050, right? I don't remember.
Like, what are we gonna have?
2019 actually. This is Blade Runner.
Oh shit! Okay, that was when that one came out, right?
Yeah, that new one came out in 2019, right? But
I think we're talking about the original.
Ryan Gosling was it?
I think you're talking about the original one from the 80s.
Oh, really?
It was supposed to take place in 2019.
Yeah, like think about that. Like, okay, now we think about like the year 2050. Everyone's thinking like, oh, well, what are we gonna have in 2050? Like, I don't know, bro. To me, it's gonna be all the same shit. All the same shit. Like, nothing's gonna be different. Listen, maybe a few continents will have different names because of whatever, because of fucking imperialism and colonizations or whatever. But it's all gonna be the same. It's all gonna be the same shit.
Yeah, like for example, I'll give you a good one, Jesus. I was watching that little clip from it was like a little YouTube little podcast thing of like it maybe lasted 3 minutes with who is the what is he, an astrophysicist or whatever? What's the black guy's name that's like he's pretty popular?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse. So it was him and it was another astrophysicist, and they were talking about how it's basically the headline was how it's impossible for us to not go to Mars. I mean, we'd make it, but realistically, I get it too. Like for some strange reason, I understand how it would be difficult for us to survive on, making it all the way there and making it all the way back, right? How just the rotation of planets and all that, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, like that was just interesting how, even current technology and how basically, I don't know if they ever even address like how long, that would take like to make it like actually work, right? Like safely there, safely back, whatever, stay for a year, hang out. But man, I thought about it. Like it got me thinking like, I don't know, maybe another 100 years from now. Like, I mean, that's a long time, right? Like, but yeah, I'm thinking at least 100 years, right? Like that would be like Elon Musk's successor, I would think. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I think.
I thought he was doing that thing with that when he picked somebody and like there's this chick, right? Isn't she the one that got chosen? Where she's like 24 years old right now.
Yeah, I saw that recently.
For the last 2 years, she's been training with like SpaceX or whatever to be the first human to go to Mars. But she's like on a one-way mission. Like they told her like, yeah, we're gonna send you there, but you're not coming back.
Yeah, because you would have to wait.
She's like, okay, like I'm cool with that. And they're like, okay, like just so you know.
I mean, how much food? Yeah, you would need so much food, right? And yeah, like you would have to have so much food.
They said they plan to send her there right, with enough food to like supply her for like a year or two or whatever. But within that year or two, they plan to send more food. Like they will
You can
keep
do that.
sending her.
Yeah.
Like they said, like we're gonna send you there. Your job is to land there and live there with what you have on your ship or whatever. But we will send you more stuff every
They can
year.
send stuff
I
ahead
feel like
too.
that Matt Damon movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
The
that one where he
Martian. Yeah,
gets
that's what they were
stranded?
talking
Yeah,
about. The Martian. Yeah. Like how
Yeah.
you can't grow poop potatoes or whatever. So no poop potatoes. Like, I guess because the soil's like got some shit in it that's poisonous. But again, that was fiction, of course. But it was a good movie and a good book too. I read the book first.
So yeah, they're gonna send her to Mars on a one-way mission, but she won't come back, and she's pretty much gonna live there till she dies by whatever, like by natural causes or kills herself or whatever. Grows old and dies. I don't know, but yeah, they're like, all right, we're sending you. you're gonna stay there and you're gonna die on Mars, okay? And she's like, cool. I don't
Yeah,
know, man,
that's cool, right?
kinda
Because
wild.
right, it might take whatever it is. It's like 15 months to get there on the right time window, right? The correct time window you have to leave, right? Like in order to
Well,
get
they
there in the
said-
shortest amount of time possible.
They said it would take 6 months for her to be able to reach Mars at the perfect time.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of quick.
Probably with the right. Yeah.
But they're saying like the problem is when the rocket lands, it can't just take off again. Like they don't have like a rocket designed to like land like that and then just take off again and come back this way and like be able to get her out of there. Like they're like, no, like you land there, you're stuck there. Like we can't bring you back.
Yeah, well, think about it too. Like, I guess the best way to probably look at it, or the best way to think of it, is it's not like the sun, right? Where it's 365 days, right? Where Mars takes longer than that to do a full circle, I guess, or whatever, a full rotation. So, yeah, they said like whatever it was, 16 months or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah,
But
still too long.
I guess not just that. I guess like the
That's
reason
my knowledge as a truck driver.
one of the reasons she can't come back is because like the rocket has so much fuel, right? Like you have enough fuel to get there. Once you get there, you can't refuel the motherfucker and send it back. Like,
Well, can't you like? I know you can send fuel ahead. You can send radio equipment, at the halfway point to get it. I don't know. Yeah, it's still.
I don't know, man.
I'm saying 100 years,
saying
Jesus.
this
Quote me
chick
on
is-
that.
This
Get back to me
chick
in
is
100 years.
crazy. This chick is crazy, and she's gonna go to Mars by herself. I think she's going on a solo mission by herself to Mars, which is cool. You're to be the first person to ever leave Earth and not come back and go to a different planet and land there. But shit can go really wrong on that mission too. Like, you know what I mean? Like what if like something
Health
hits
reason?
this- Not just that, but
Asteroids?
what if she goes crazy, loses her fucking mind or something? You know, like you're by your fucking self, Gunny. You are literally by yourself. There is no one else there. You are there, and you're like, okay, I'm here.
Oh,
Okay.
what was that movie with?
I'm by my
Was it-
fucking self. Like,
Was the movie
no
with
one
Jim
else.
Carrey? It was like this space comedy movie where he was supposed to be asleep for like 40 years. Well, the rest of the crew slept, but then he stayed awake and he just did art on the whole fucking spaceship or whatever during the 30 or 40 years or whatever. Yeah.
Well,
But it's
think about
funny.
it,
Like,
bro.
it looked like he only aged 10 years, but yeah.
Humans need like
It's
social
funny.
interaction. Like, yeah, she'll have like a radio maybe to talk to people on Earth or whatever, like a camera or whatever to send videos back to Earth and get messages from her family and friends or whatever the fuck. But like, can you imagine being stuck on another planet and knowing like no one's ever gonna be here besides me until they send someone else? And
You know what?
they have to agree to come. Like they can't just forcibly send someone to come. Those people have to agree to want to come here. And like, what if they don't want to come? What if they're like, "Fuck you, we're not going over there."
What if we send? Okay, all right, Jesus, I got it. Actually, I just found her email. That chick is going. So I'm gonna send her all 500 episodes of HGP, and she'll be
So-
fine. That'll be great for her mental health.
Oh, that'd be great for
All
her
the way
mental
there.
health.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that'd really help
Yeah,
her
she'll like
mental health.
fucking Jesus. Yeah.
She'll fucking
Oh,
hate
God.
us by the time she gets there. Listen to 500 episodes. She'll be like, what the fuck is this shit?
She'll eject
So-
herself into space. Yeah.
Like
After episode 250.
to me that's wild. Like that's crazy. Like it sounds cool and like super like exciting, like being like another planet, being the first person there or whatever. But it's also like kind of scary and kind of like what if shit goes bad on Earth and like now there's no more SpaceX? Like, what do you do then? You're like, oh, I guess I'm stuck on this planet until I run out of food. I'm just stuck here now, and I'm gonna die here with no food or whatever. Like, bye everyone. I guess Like, what if shit goes really crazy on the planet? What if like nukes go off on Earth?
Oh yeah, while you're out there, yeah.
Yeah, and everyone on Earth is dead, and you're like, well, everyone on Earth that I know is dead, and I'm stuck out here. Like, no one can talk to me now. Now I'm just stuck alone on Mars. Like, like you know what I mean? Like that's a big gamble you're taking, dude. Like what the fuck do you do? Like you left Earth thinking it's a certain way, and then you get to Mars, and then you realize Earth is fucking gone, and you're like, fuck, fuck, I'm fucking screwed. I'm screwed. I'm on another planet.
Make sure that, I would just bring lots of alcohol at that point. Like, make sure that's when you bust out your stash. It's like, oh, well, and just, what would you listen to? All right, Jesus. So you've got 30 days left, right? What do you do on that last day or whatever of food? Do you just, what are you listening to? Let me ask you that.
I'm listening to that song that's about the end of the world.
Is it the end of the world as we know it song or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know who sings it, but
I'm listening to that song on repeat, and I want to just sit there and stare at the sky and die. Actually, if
are you
I
gonna take
was
your mask off too? Is it going to be so dramatic?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like super dramatic and take off my mask and like run out of oxygen or something, or like I'll just grab an oxygen tank, go out as far as I can, keep walking, find a nice little spot, lay down. And just
look at the
stars.
Okay.
And be like, okay, I could take off my helmet at this point and die here, but I'll just wait till the oxygen runs out and die eventually. That's gonna be a shitty way to die though, like gasping for air when you can't fucking breathe. Like that sounds pretty horrible.
Right? I don't know if I want to go out that way.
I don't know. I wonder if there's like an easier way to kill myself.
Cyanide pill, I'd bring that. Die in my sleep.
Can I inject myself with something to put me to sleep or something? I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out that way.
Right, that'd be me. I'd be out there with a needle blasting Guns N' Roses or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Take a rifle with you. You be firing shots in the face.
like shit. Yeah, it would be wild. It would be wild. Like I don't know. Like that's it's a crazy thing to think about because you're like, there's nobody coming. You're by yourself. Bye. But yeah. Anyways, let's get back to talking about what we're here to talk about, gentlemen. We're talking about video games, okay? Video games, Mayo and Gunny.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what we play. That's what we talk about.
Supposedly.
I just figured we were going to lead right into Outer Worlds 2, the way you guys are kind of starting off.
Shoot. I went to fire that up today. I forgot.
I have played more of Outer Worlds 2, so I've actually did the mission, Gunny, where you go to the Vox Relay. Okay, and I was telling Mayo last week how I was having issues with this mission where I got to it, and I took the bridge over with some guys that helped me take this bridge over. I got across, and I got to the entrance of the Vox Relay. And every time I started attacking the chick to get inside, all these turrets would pop up. And all these turrets would
You don't make it very far.
No, the turrets are like everywhere, and they pop up really quickly, and all these robots pop out. And they all killed me like really, really, really fast. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? So then I went back to my mission list, and there was a mission that I had to do that said, you go and shut off the Vox Relay defense systems or whatever. Like you have to shut them off.
That didn't pop up for me, but maybe I didn't pay attention.
So then I went to this, did this mission. I did the mission for the dude where you get the shield and he you have to walk through the gas thing or whatever, and you can sabotage the building or fix it. And then I told him, hey man, I sabotaged your building.
That's where I'm at now.
And he's like, oh fuck. Ah shit. He's like, well, I guess it's my fault for letting you come in and do this. And I'm like, yeah, it is your fault. And he's like, well, well, I guess I'll just kill myself because I'm going to be like known in history as the guy who failed, as the commander who failed to defend this base or this
Yeah,
planet or
that's what I
whatever.
love about the
And
dialogue in this.
I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I might as well just kill myself because I'm going down in history as like the guy who failed, and it's my fault that the protectorate or whatever took over this area, and like we couldn't handle this and we couldn't protect this area or whatever. Blah blah blah. And then I go do this other mission where I have to.
He's very proud of his job. Yeah, I know what you're talking
then
about.
I went to this other mission. So I went back to where the bridge was, and it said go left instead of right. So I went left. I found the tower that I had to go through to shut off the Vox relays, like electrical systems or something, to turn off the turrets. So you go up this tower and you get all the way to the top or whatever. You kill all these like lizard things in the map, or like there's all these like lizards inside the thing, and then you kill off all the lizards, and then you get to the top of the tower and you hack into this computer and you turn off the emergency systems or whatever. You override them, and then once you do that, the turrets are off. So now I was able to go back to the Vox relay entrance, shoot the lady in the face, fight off all the other soldiers that were in that area, and get into the Vox relay. And I got in there, and the dude from the very first mission is there. And he's like, hey, I recognize you. And you're like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, you're the guy that tricked me into letting you into the base all those years ago. And you're like, no, I'm not. It said like lie to him and say you're not that person. And I put a lie. And it's like, no, I'm not. You're thinking of somebody else. And he's like, no, I fucking recognize you. You fucking sack of shit. You fucking lied to me. Because of you, all those people died. So then he's like, I'm going to attack you and I'm going to kill you and I'm going to get all these credits and all these promotions for killing you or whatever because, you know, you're a bad guy. And I'm like, okay, whatever, buddy, try. And then he starts attacking me and I shoot him in the face. I killed him. And then I go through this Vox relay, get through that whole thing. And then at the end of the Vox relay, you fight like this like general guy or whatever, which was kind of difficult. Like I actually died like 3 or 4 times fighting this dude. Cause like I couldn't figure out, like he had like this gun that would shoot electricity, but like it would, like if it hit one of my teammates, the damage would also like reflect off and hit me as well, and my other partner. Like he had a gun that would like it shot energy, so it shot like electricity, like these like electric bullets at you, and if it hit you or your partners or whatever, your companions, it would reflect the energy off towards you or your other companion, whoever was closer. And then in that area, there would be electricity for like 5 or 10 seconds. So if you walked in that area, you were taking damage. So that's how I kept going down. And I'm like, why the fuck do I keep dying? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I finally realized what the gun was doing. And I'm like, oh, I gotta hide. Like, I gotta hide over here behind this pillar or whatever and shoot this guy. I finally killed him. Then I get to the end of the Vox relay. I find the terminal. I was trying to find this chick, right, that betrayed us. Of course, she's not there, but I find a computer that she had that, like, I read these messages and she's like, hey, she's like, how the fuck did you get into my terminal? And I'm like, motherfucker, it's me. Like, I'm looking for your ass. Where are you? And she's like, fuck you. I'm going to initiate the self-destruct on the base. Like, it's going to shoot off into space and blow up or whatever. It's going to shoot off onto the planet, hit a city and blow up. And you're going to all die and the city's going to die. And I'm like, fuck. So I do some little hacking thing and I redirect the Vox to go into space instead of like, you can say like, have it go to this town or have it go to that town or have it go into space and save everyone on the planet. And I'm like, fuck it. I shoot it off into space. So I shot it off into space. I escape the Vox relay, shoots off into the sky. It blows up. And then once it does that, it like fucking... like the story continues where I have to leave the planet and go to another planet. But I'm like, I gotta do all these side quests for my companions. Like there's a side quest where the dude Niles.
He's got a real hard on to meet this. Go talk to this guy to.
Yeah. So talk to this guy. Then we go do the mission for him. And we do that mission, and that's kind of where I left off. But yeah, the game is fun. I mean, it really is like it feels like a Fallout game. Like it's a pretty cool RPG, and I like the dialogue options. I like how like sometimes it's kind of like just funny and stupid. Like it's just kind of like the shit you say is kind of like wacky. And
Yeah, like that
okay.
general guy. Yeah, he cracks me up. Yeah. Like he
Yeah.
takes himself so seriously in his job. It's funny.
Yeah, like super serious.
Oh,
And
and,
even like
and I was going to mention too, Jesus, that when you're going up to that tower or whatever, that like and there's minefields, so definitely like more Fallout vibes. You have to avoid those
definitely.
mines,
Yeah.
the landmines from
Yeah,
Fallout 3, especially.
so there's that, and then so yeah, I played some more of that, but I like the game. It's cool. I actually ended up getting one of the abilities that popped up because it said I think it said like, hey, we've noticed something about you, and it popped up and it said you're over prepared, and I'm like, over prepared, and it said, yeah, like we noticed that like like your guns. They said your guns never run out of ammo. And I'm like, what do you mean? And it says you constantly reload. You're always reloading your gun. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, so we got a perk for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And they're like, okay. They're like, look, we'll give you this thing. It's called Over Prepared, where all your guns have an extra 50% magazine on whatever magazine cap you have. So like whatever the cap is on your current magazine is increased by 50%. So if you have 100 bullets in your mag, now you have 150. You know what I mean? But the downside to this is if your gun ever runs out of bullets, if you're shooting people and your gun runs out of bullets before you reload, you will only do 40% damage for 8 seconds as a penalty.
Oh wow.
For every time you don't like. So if you fail to reload before your gun runs out and you're in a gunfight, for 8 seconds, you only do 40% damage with that gun. And it's like, do I take this? And I thought about not taking it, but I'm like, 50% more magazine sounds pretty good. How am I ever going to run out of bullets, man? So I took it.
A real gunfight will beat the test.
Yeah.
But I like it. That's a cool perk. Yeah, it comes with the debuff, but it's worth it.
It's called Over Prepared or whatever. It's like kind of like, so yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. And then yeah, so I liked how the game does that. Like it like randomly will bring these things up and be like, hey, we've noticed this about you. And it's like, what have you noticed? And then it'll be like, we noticed you do this. So how about we help you out here? We'll give you this, but we take away this.
I think mine said I needed to up the difficulty or something from normal to hard. I don't know. Yeah, it was a perk. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't that gun perk, but something different.
And I think there was another one that popped up for I forget what it was. I think it was for speech or for something, but I don't think I took it because I would have remembered if I did. The only one I did take though was the over prepared one. I'm like, that sounds cool. Like over prepared. Hell yeah, I want more bullets. Fuck yeah, give me more bullets.
I mean, because Jesus, you're the guy in the fucking Death Stranding with like fucking 8 SMGs in your backpack, right?
Dude, literally, my truck would be full of like rocket launchers and shit. Literally, I'll have like 9 different fucking weapons in my truck and like 4 more on my character. Like, yeah, I was always like carrying a lot of guns in Death Stranding. And every game, usually, I try to carry as many weapons as I can to use to be able to like fight shit that I need to fight.
I'm usually with the heavy machine guns for sure.
So so that perk was kind of cool that it popped up and it said, hey, like we noticed this and you want to do this? And I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll do it. But once you do the mission for the Niles, Gunny, where you go and talk to this companion guy or whatever, his loyalty, it's called a companion quest, so it's kind of like a loyalty mission. Think of like Mass Effect when you do the companion missions, or even Starfield and Fallout where you do the companion missions or whatever. So that's kind of the same thing here. You do a mission with your guy it's on your crew, and you unlock like a special thing for them. What you unlock for your character in this one is you unlock like this ability thing where he now can get this ability and use it. I think his ability now is like before it used to be like getting the attention of people and so someone like say you have a target in front of you and you want that target to get off of you, you can have him kind of get that guy's attention so the guy will turn towards him and start shooting him instead of you. Um, so that's helpful. But I think now that I upgraded him, like I think he does like 50% more damage to that target, or you do 50% more damage to that target while he's distracting them. And then the other one was like, or like there's two of them you can pick. You can pick one or the other, and it'll let you like invest into your character. And it said like, and the game said like you did this companion quest with the character. That's cool. We unlocked this ability for him. But if you do the like if you do the second, there's like a second companion quest. They're like if you do a second companion quest with this character, you will be able to unlock their ultimate ability. Like they have another ability on top of this that you can unlock. That's like their ultimate thing or whatever, like their superpower or whatever. So I'm like, I'm wondering what that is and when will that ever pop up? If, probably a little way later in the game. But yeah, it's kind of cool. And the characters in the game, they do remember because I did when I went back to the town, I talked to this dude who he works for the Auntie Cleo's, or Auntie Anne, or whatever the fuck the Auntie's Corporation. I think it's Auntie Cleo maybe, or Auntie something, whatever. He works for the Auntie Corporation or whatever. And I went back to talk to him, and he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, what? He's like, fuck you. You didn't want to take my quest earlier. You took the other person's quest, and you did their mission. He's like, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you no more. It's like, oh, okay. So like now, like I don't have the ability to do his quest since I did the other one. I don't have the ability to do his anymore. So that's kind of how that happened.
Yeah, that's funny because I guess that's what I'm looking forward to because. Yeah, I chose one person's over the next. And so I didn't even bother going back because, right, you kind of hear him out. And then I said, all right, hold on. Let me go back to the other guy. And I'm like, all right, that one sounds better, whatever it was. And then I just left.
Because so the one that he does is you go to the town and help the people in the town and they help you get into the tower somehow. And the one where the other one is the other guy would have his like police or his troopers fight with you to get the bridge, and then he would show you how to like hack the relay station to turn off the defenses. And that's the one that I took. The other one was like a different option. Like you help this town out, and the town people would show you like a tunnel to get to the relay, like a secret entrance, like through the bottom of the base or something to get into the relay without turning off the defenses. You just sneak in there. And you're able to like sneak into the base. And I'm like, fuck sneaking into the base. I want to go in there guns blazing. So I did the other one, and that's kind of how that worked out.
Yeah, I can't remember which one I chose, but that's what I was hoping for. See, like a little bit of a spoiler for me, but I was like, wait, there's got to be a way. Like I didn't want to YouTube it and spoil the surprise.
I haven't YouTube shit. And like I just been doing like random missions around the map, like doing little side quests here and there. Of course, I'm not doing all of them because doing all of them would take a long fucking time. So I'm doing the shit that I kind of like want to do, even though there's like plenty of side quests that keep popping up. Because you'll be walking to the town and you'll hear someone say something like, "Hey, I heard that if you do blah blah blah, this happens." And the other guy's like, "Nah, I don't think that's true, but maybe it is." And it's like, so now you can have the option to go talk to these people and say, "Hey, what are you talking about?" And they'll be like, "Oh, we're talking about the so-and-so legend or whatever. Like, if you do this, this happens." And it's like, do I do that now? And it's like, no, I don't want to do that. And like, I found some hidden area like in the map too. That was like this fucking like, it was like a door, like a cage. It looked like a cage. And it said something training area. And I'm like, huh. And I walked up to the cage, like this big entrance, and it said open. So I pressed the open button and the door opened. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, do I just walk in here? And I started walking in there. And dude, there was like so many enemies, like turrets everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, nope. I'm not doing this fucking quest. I'm walking the fuck up out of here.
Sound like a setup, huh?
Yeah, it was like, and like even my like companions, they were like, oh, so we're gonna go do this, huh? And it's like, yeah. So I started walking in there, and then we started getting shot at, and then I was like, Nope, I'm not doing this fucking thing. Nope, I'm not gonna go to this fucking area. Fuck this. I don't want to fight all these guys right now. I'm trying to get to the Vox Relay and do that mission, the main quest. So, yeah. That game it's cool, but like we'll see what happens. I'm playing it on the PlayStation. It runs pretty good on the PlayStation. Having no issues with it whatsoever. Of course, I'm running on the PS5 Pro. I don't know how it runs on the PS5. I'm assuming it runs just fine. But yeah, I like the game. It's super cool.
Yeah,
man.
I'm playing it on the PC Game Pass. I haven't had any issues either graphically or nothing
Nice.
buggy.
Another game that I play that I kind of want to stick with the space theme right now is so I kind of Mayo. I did a thing, Mayo.
Oh,
I did a thing. So I started reading these articles about this Star Wars game, and I'm like, what is this? What the fuck is this? And I started reading Reddit and reading more stuff. And I'm like, this sounds kind of cool. And so apparently this modder or this modding community got together and they started making a huge mod for Starfield. And this mod pretty much reskins Starfield into a different game. So you have to own Starfield and the DLC, which I had to buy for $30 because I already own Starfield on Steam. So I had to buy the DLC for $30 or whatever. And then you have to install both of them. And then you go onto this website. It's called Star Wars Genesis or something like that. And you go to this website and then you click, like you follow the instructions, you download all this shit, and you download like 300 mods at once. Like you download 300 mods, and once you download the 300 mods, it automatically installs them. You have to change a couple things if you're running an ultra wide like I am. And once you do that, you launch the game, and when you launch Starfield, it no longer launches as Starfield. It launches as Star Wars Genesis. And so like it even has like a different boot up screen. It has like a Lucas Arts fucking logo. It has all this shit. And like you launch the game, it has the same main menu, like the same looking main menu, but like a different background, like a Star Wars background. And you launch the game, and then when you can create a character. And the crazy part about this is that with the create a character screen, like in Starfield, you create a character or whatever. It's pretty customizable, right? Well, in this one, they added like all the aliens from Star Wars, like all the races, guys, like every single one of them. So you can literally be like any alien you wanted to be in Star Wars. Like you can change everything about them. You can change the shape of their face, the shape of their head, the color of their skin. You could be a human. You could be a fucking an alien or whatever the fuck kind of alien you can think of in Star Wars. You can be in this game, and then you start the game, and it tells you like, okay, pick your background, and it says like, oh, you grew up part of the Empire. Your parents were working for the Empire. You're loyal to the Empire. Your family is super loyal to the Empire. Or the other one is like, you grew up in like the outskirts of the Empire in a rebel like town or whatever, and like you grown up to like hate the Empire kind of because like you kind of grew up as kind of like a rebel kind of so you're more allied with the rebels or whatever, with the Rebel Alliance or whatever the fuck. And then like this other ones like, oh, you grew up rich in like whatever the fuck area, or you grew up as your parents were like smugglers, so you grew up kind of like bounty hunting, like going back and forth around the galaxy or whatever. Like you never had a home. You knew that home was like a spaceship. Like you never like had a place to stay, like to rest your head. You always were jumping around from planet to planet, system to system. And then you do all that, and then you pick the story you want to play. And they have 4 different campaigns in this, Mayo and Gunny. So they have, like, one is called Rebel Alliance, where you are playing as a rebel soldier or whatever, like a rebel member or whatever, like a member of the Alliance of Rebels or whatever. And that's how you start off as. The other one is the Imperial one, where you start off as a Imperial soldier, like a fucking like a
Or stormtrooper,
like a stormtrooper kind of, yeah. Or there's another one called like
Oh, the red
Smuggler.
ones, right? The red ones. Yeah.
The white ones actually too.
Okay.
Or the ones that wear the black armor or whatever. Or you can start off as a smuggler that like just smuggles shit from planet to planet. Or the fourth one is like I think it's like a scoundrel or something like that as they called it, where like you're like a does whatever, like whatever the fuck they want to do for themselves, like they just do it. Like you can help the Empire, you can help the rebels, you can be a smuggler, you can be a
like
thief.
a pirate, yeah. Yep.
You're kind of like a pirate. You're kind of like a fucking Han Solo almost. You know, like you just do whatever the fuck you want for your own benefit, right?
Little Andor in there. I like it.
Yeah, this looks absolutely crazy. I'm watching a YouTube video on it. It looks straight up like Star Wars movie. I mean, you can't even tell it's.
Yes, and then you start off, and then you're literally like, you're like in Star Wars, dude. Like you start off, and you're like, what the fuck? Everything is completely reskinned. Everything. The droids, the setting, the map, the buildings, the
even
people
like
in the buildings.
The writing on the walls. I've seen this one, like they went into a room and there's a desk and the papers on the wall have like Star Wars drawings on them.
Yes, everything is redone in this. And I started playing this and I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? The cool thing is that the guy who's making the mod, so I kind of only played like an hour of this because the guy who made the mod said, hey, look, I really appreciate the fanfare that this is getting right now. He's like, but I really recommend if you're going to play this now to wait to the end of January. He's like, because like on January 20th or whatever, or the 22nd or something, he's like, I plan to release Star Wars Genesis 8.6, because right now it's 8.5. He's like, I plan to release 8.6. He's like, an 8.6 brings a lot of bug fixes. Plus, I've added lightsabers to the game.
Nice.
So you can be a Jedi. You can be a Jedi for the Empire, or you could be a Jedi for the Jedi Order, like the rebels, right? Or he's like, but I've also not just did that. He's like, I've also redone all the text and audio to complete the Empire campaign. Because right now, he said, when you launch the game, it says the only really playable campaign is the Rebel one. That's the one that's kind of like all the dialogue's kind of been done. They've kind of like redone all the lines for all the main characters you talk to, and it kind of they redid all that. So like the dialogue makes sense when you're talking to people. The dialogue has been changed to make sense to like a Star Wars setting, right? The problem is when you picked Imperial like I did, he said you can do the quests, they're doable. The quests are there, but sometimes the dialogue doesn't match like a Star Wars theme. It still says like Starfield dialogue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, so we've gone through now and completed the Imperial campaign with 8.6. So he says with 8.6, the dialogue that the people speak when they're doing the cutscenes or when you're talking to someone like a quest giver, it's gonna match doing the Imperial campaign. And it'll be completely done. He says that campaign you can play it fully once you do this. And you can also be a Jedi if you choose to like get a lightsaber and use force powers. You will be able to choose that path or whatever, that character. When you're creating a character and starting a new game, you can choose to be a Jedi and use a lightsaber and have force powers and shit. Because right now you're like a guy with like a blaster, right? You have like a blaster, and that's kind of what you have, right, in the game. But it's all there, dude. And it literally feels like a really good Star Wars game. Like to me, in my mind, I'm fucking mind blown, right? And especially right now, because Star Wars is fresh in my head, guys. Because like I was just at Disneyland, and they have like that whole Star Wars fucking Frontierland or whatever, where like everything is themed to Star Wars, right? They got the Millennium Falcon there. They got the cool Star Wars rides and shit, right? They got the stormtroopers walking around. They got the Jedis walking around and shit. They got all these people walking around, and they got all that. So like it's all fresh in my fucking head, right? And I'm like, this is so fucking cool, man. So in my opinion, it's kind of crazy that this is free. But I guess if it wasn't free, Disney would probably sue the fuck out of these guys, and these guys would have like no money left, and they would.
Well, I guess that's one of the questions in my mind. Wow, I actually didn't know this. I heard of it, right? I knew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I was reading about it, but I didn't know like, oh, so it sounds like his own website.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, mods are free, right? I'm sure you can, where it says buy me a coffee or whatever, right? So, or, donate to Patreon and stuff. But yeah, essentially all free. That's cool. You don't have to subscribe to anything. Pretty smart. But yeah, I guess, damn, like the thing I keep thinking of is like, shoot, like, no wonder I haven't seen this thing on Twitch. I kept thinking like, eventually I'll see it on Twitch or I have to search for it on YouTube. But I thought, man, I hope too many people don't try and stream this on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, because that would get this person in hot water with Disney, like, come on, take it down, or
It's
else.
so good though. Like to me, if I was Disney,
Yeah,
I would
it
look at
looks
this
crazy.
guy and be like, bro, we want to hire you. Like,
Free
you know how to
advertising,
make,
right?
you know how to make a really good Star Wars game. Let's hire him and make a really good Star Wars. Like to me, in my opinion, is why hasn't Star Wars ever come out with a really cool? Like I guess we did have KOTOR, right? Like Knights of the Old Republic back in the day. And
There
the
was
Old
an
Republic.
update. It's still happening, I think. Yeah.
We've had
With the
that, right?
new-
And we have the remake coming out or whatever, right? But like, how come Star Wars in the last I want to say in the last 8 years or 10 years, right? Ever since EA got the Star Wars license and they made Battlefront and Battlefront 2 and Squadrons and all that shit, the VR game with the Jedi, the VR where you fight Darth Vader in the end. When when EA got this license and then Ubisoft got it and they made Star Wars Outlaws and all that, how come both EA and Ubisoft, especially Ubisoft, having made Assassin's Creed and they know how to make RPGs and action RPGs, how the fuck have both of these big ass publishers failed to assign a team to say, hey, you know what? We need to fucking make a big ass Star Wars game with all the this has all the planets in it, dude. Every planet you've seen in Star Wars, you can fly to in this game and walk around the cities of these planets. Every single one in every fucking movie. They're all in there, dude. The entire galaxy of Star Wars is in this game because they reskinned everything. Every planet has been reskinned. Every single planet. Think you know how big Starfield is, right? And it has all these like infinite planets and whatever the fuck. Well, they were like, oh well, this has all the planets that we need. We just gotta reskin them. And they did. And they have like the stormtroopers walking around patrolling and like the planets that are controlled by the Empire. You see the stormtroopers patrolling. You see them driving around their little speeder bikes. You see them walking around talking. They'll talk to you. You walk by them. They'll have like you go to like the rebel planets. They have like all the rebel dudes walking around, the Wookiees and shit. Like they have all that shit in this game. It's like, how did Ubisoft not make a really cool Star Wars game like this? Or how did EA, having the Mass Effect fucking BioWare team with them, how do they not take that team and say, you know what, BioWare? We need you guys to make a really good Star Wars RPG, like a fucking good one. Like, we want open world action, adventure. You pick your alliance or whatever you want to do, and you go fucking do it. And you can choose to be like a dude helping the Empire. You can choose to be a smuggler. You can choose to be a dude helping the rebels. You can choose to be a Jedi. You can choose not to be a Jedi. You can choose to just be like a stormtrooper even. You can literally just be a stormtrooper in this game. And your job is to be a stormtrooper and do shit as a stormtrooper. Like, that's the game for you.
Like, I'm thinking now, Jesus, that like if they ever added like multiplayer, man, this would be great for like some real what am I thinking of? Cosplay,
MMO?
right? Like, a little bit of that would be awesome,
like a
man.
giant MMO, right?
Yeah, in a sense, right? Yeah, except it wouldn't be in an MMO, so that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just got to be those upper people, right? That control EA and Ubisoft and all that stuff. That have to be, like preventing people from making a good. I don't know if we want to call it a good Star Wars game, but they just keep rolling out the same old stuff over and over.
Yeah, that would that would be cool if like I said, Disney came to this guy and or this team or whatever said, hey, we'll give you $10 million to make just not an MMO, but just I don't
RPG.
know, RPG interaction, multiplayer, fucking, yeah, that would be sick, But then they would have to probably, they could, I don't know how easy it would be to distance themselves from like a Bethesda, game. But yeah, there would need a collab on that. But yeah, just take any assets out of there and just work on our shit, through fucking, the Star Wars toolkit, Hell yeah, that can be done.
It's so fucking cool though, man. Honestly, like to me, yes, it have issues, of course.
Engine.
Like I
that's what
said,
I was thinking.
it's just some of the dialogue doesn't make sense. You talk to people and they're like, "What the fuck? You're talking like Starfield," but it's because they haven't modded everything. Like they've done most of the vendors, most of the people you talk to, but there's, like I said, some quest givers. Like he was saying, the Imperial missions are not done. So when you go talk to the quest givers of the Empire missions, they still kind of talk like they're giving you like Starfield quests, like normal dialogue. But now he says with 8.6, that's been fixed. He's like, I've really been working hard on trying to get all this fucking dialogue fixed, like changed. And I'm not sure if he's using AI to do that or voice actors or what, but apparently this is a big project for this dude and he's managing the whole thing. But he says it's not just him. He's like, everyone thinks it's just me doing the mods. He's like, it's not just me. There's other people helping me. I'm just managing everything. I'm just running the whole show. He's like, but there's a lot of people helping me do all these mods. 'Cause there's like I said, there's 300 fucking mods you have to download. It's a lot of mods, right? So you got to have the space for 300. I think this total space was like 100 gigs that I had to save up. Like you have to allocate space on your hard drive specifically for these mods, which I had to do.
A lot of texture stuff too.
Plus,
the way it looks,
plus the game, plus the DLC. That's shit. Yes. What are we looking at? 250 gig, 300?
Yeah, because you got to have the games installed. But once you install these mods, dude, kiss Starfield goodbye. So if you want to play Starfield and finish it, I highly suggest you do that before you install any of these mods. Because once these mods are installed, you're pretty much replacing Starfield on your hard drive. Like you are legitimately, like Starfield will not ever launch as Starfield again. It's going to launch as Star Wars Genesis because that's kind of what happens with the game. Like it just replaces the whole game kind of and rewrites the game to be all Star Wars shit.
Question, Jesus. I'm sure you saw it on there, but I'm going to assume that how you could actually purchase this through PC Game Pass as well. I assume it only works with the Steam version.
Yes, he said that the reason it's never ever going to come to the Xbox console or the Game Pass version of the game. He says because the Game Pass version is the Xbox version, and Xbox has limits.
Different architecture, right? Yeah.
Well, he says Xbox has limits on their mod list. He says they have 100 gig limit on their mod list, and he says Star Wars Genesis is almost double the 100 gig limit. He says the Creations mods list has a 2 gigabyte limit for individual mods, and he says many of the mods that we install on Genesis are over 2 gigabytes. He says Creations does not allow loose files.
Right.
While the functionality of Genesis depends on loose files due to the BA2 limit of Starfield. He says sound replacement mods do not work properly on the Xbox. He says they also don't have an automatic mod list installer, which is the only realistic way you can ever install Genesis. Because you got to install Wabbajack, which is like a mod list installer. Like you install Wabbajack.
Oh, kind of like through a GTA, right? Like same
kind of, and like through Wabbajack you have to install the mods through Wabbajack because Wabbajack automatically installs them all, and it'll like enable them for you like one by one, and it has the order.
Yeah, the loader. Yeah,
it has the order of which to load, like how to load the mods into the game. So like if you fuck that up, that the shit ain't gonna work, right? So like the Wabbajack installer installs all the mods for you in the order they need to be in. For you to be able to run this. One thing I will say though, if you're going to install this on your PC, 1, have the space. 2, I would highly suggest you pay the $9 a month for Nexus Mod Pro because you are installing 300 mods.
Oh, it's going to take a while, right? Their download bandwidth.
If you don't have if you don't have Pro enabled, it'll make you click on each mod as it's downloading it. You click on one, yes. It downloads that, you click on the next one, yes. You download
Oh
that, you click on
yeah,
the next. You
yeah,
have to
yeah.
do that 300 fucking times. All right.
Right.
And some of these mods are like 100 megabytes. Some are like fucking 10 gigabytes. So you're gonna be sitting there for a long fucking time clicking yes through all these mods where I just paid the $9 and said fuck it. And it just installed them all like in 10 minutes. It just said boom, download's done.
Yeah, plus
All
the
these are installed.
updates. Plus the
Yeah.
updates. I remember that with various games like Fallout, and I think Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Sure.
I think it was like, wait, oh shit,
All
gotta
these are
update it.
done.
Yep.
But he said as far as the 8.6 update, he says the Star Wars Genesis 8.6 update, they're getting lightsabers. They said that they worked around the terrible third-person animations to force you into first person while wielding a melee weapon in combat. This is because you can swing a melee weapon while moving in first person, but you cannot do that in third person. He says it's actually pretty smooth, and until we get an animation framework from Lazy Bethesda, we will continue forcing lightsaber wielders into playing in first person only. And he said there are a few force powers that they've also added into the game, and yeah. Yeah, so yeah. That's kind of cool,
That's
man.
awesome,
Like I
man.
said, it's
Yeah.
a super cool mod. It's like insane to me that like the mod exists. Like when you look at this, you're like, how the fuck? Because like they've thought of like, and you know what's crazy, guys? The crazy part about this game has like the music from KOTOR, the original Knights of the Old Republic. It has the music, so it has like Star Wars as like Hans Zimmer fucking music and this shit. Like this is some fucking like Star Wars ass shit. Like it has the Star Wars music. It's all in there. Like when you're flying around, when you're walking around the planets, when you're walking this, doing that, the load screens, everything. It has the Star Wars music. And the dude said that he somehow got permission from Lucas Arts to use the music. I don't know how because I was pretty sure Disney owns all that shit now. So I don't know
Yeah.
how LucasArts
They
gave him
do.
permission, but he said he got it. So that's how they're using all the music from actual like another Star Wars game in this game, and they got the sound effects too, like the little the pew pew pew, the fucking lights, the fucking shooters and the guns. They got the sound effects. It all sounds like Star Warsy shit. The spaceships sound like Star Wars. Everything Star Wars, bro. And that's crazy. I'm like,
That
so
is.
fucking nuts. But you know what? Also, I was thinking about the whole time when I was playing this. I'm like, Starfield, Bethesda made a whole ass space game with infinite planets or whatever the fuck, or like whatever, 1,100 planets or whatever, however many fucking planets they put into their galaxy, right? Yet, there's not one single alien you ever run into.
No, that's a good point. I never thought of that. Oh my gosh, I never even. Yeah, it's always
There's
human,
not
right?
one alien. They're all humans. Everyone's a fucking human in space, man.
Huh. Yeah, I never played much Starfield, so I didn't know.
I guess
They
crazy.
all they're right, and of course Bethesda they only use the same 4 male voice actors, right? So when you're chasing them around, they're like, you're right. It's kind of got the radio, yeah. Come and catch me, asshole. Yeah, like it's the same voice. Yeah, every planet.
So like
You're
it's
gonna
like
die.
the
Same
whole
guy.
time I was thinking when I was going to like the character creator, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, how the fuck does Starfield not have aliens? Like at all. At all. Like Mass Effect has aliens. How the fuck does Starfield not have it? No Man's Sky has aliens or whatever. They have like different creatures on different planets. How the fuck does Starfield not have that? And how did that not ever get brought up during reviews?
That's their universe, man. That there are no aliens. We're all humanoid.
We're all humans. There's not even like an AI like planet on Starfield, like a robots only planet or whatever, you know? Star
Right.
Wars
They all
has
look
one.
like fucking Mars or the moon, when you land on them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of weird to me. Like, I don't know.
I haven't played the game
That
since
is
they
kinda
even
weird.
came out with vehicles.
Yeah.
So
And I
played
guess
it at launch.
in this mod, if you have like a 5080 card or a 5090, you can install 4K and enable 4K textures, which I don't have a 5090 or 5080 or whatever, so I can't do that. But regardless, the game still looks fucking good and it runs pretty okay. Like kind of shocking, Mayo.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Like watching that video, I was really shocked.
Yeah, it makes you think like, how come we don't have a Star Wars game like this? Well, I guess we do
Yeah,
through
for
this
sure.
mod, right? But like an official one. Like, how the fuck did Ubisoft
Yeah, I think
not make
Destiny just came out with I don't know if it's out yet, but they're
both
doing
their
a
lightsabers? Yeah, right. Yeah,
Destiny. Yeah, I don't know what's yeah, I didn't see didn't seem like Star Wars to me, but
but they're kind of like they have lightsaber swords or whatever.
is that what it was in Destiny? You mean or
Yeah, in
yeah,
Destiny.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I, like I said, I'm shocked that this exists. I had no clue it existed until I started reading some articles, and I'm like, what in the fuck? This looks cool as fuck. And then when I heard it was free, I'm like, I gotta install this. I gotta figure out how to install it. And I started researching, and it said, well, you must own the expansion or whatever for Starfield. Like, you
Yeah,
gotta have
a
the
lot of that.
expansion.
Some games I play require it too.
Yeah, so
How
it's like
much?
you
How
gotta
much
have
was
the
the expansion?
In order for me to install mods, I'm
$30.
like, what?
Yeah, it was $30. But yeah, totally cool though, man. It's pretty dope. I had fun playing it when I did, but like I said, I'm kind of holding off on it. I'm waiting for the 8.6 to drop because if that really brings all these changes to it and lets you use fucking lightsabers, I'm in, dude. I'm fucking in. I'm gonna be the worst bad Jedi out there ever. The worst one, Gunny. All right. I want to be a super bad Jedi. I'm gonna kill all the
Nice.
rebels for the Empire. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. You thought Darth Vader was bad?
I wonder, Jesus, if you can.
Like
Are you
with
allowed to
Darth Jesus,
stream it
right?
or? I mean, it is from a yeah. I wonder if it can be streamed or if you're going to get flagged or like how does that work? You know?
I don't know. People
I
have
mean, I
YouTube
guess you could.
videos on it.
Yeah, I mean, I assume you could put it on YouTube, but maybe Twitch won't. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be cool. See somebody do a playthrough on it live.
Streaming at Starfield. Streaming at Starfield.
Yeah, yeah.
Or whatever. Or say you're playing Star Wars Outlaws. Or what's that? Not Outlaws. What's the last one they made? Was it Outlaws?
It was
Yeah,
Outlaws.
well-
That just came to PC Game Pass, by the way. But I
That was
already
the
own
last
it.
shitty one, right? With the girl and the robot. And
Yeah, she works in the bar. Yeah,
yeah. That's fucking stupid.
I think she was. Yeah, not even
That's it, man.
adopted, but yeah,
They could have
It's a cool
made
story.
they could have made some cool shit with Star Wars. They know how to make big worlds. They know how to make big maps. They've done it with Assassin's Creed plenty of times. How can you not do it with Star Wars? How? How can you fuck that property up so many times over and over and over again, Gunny? How? How? Star Wars literally, you don't gotta do anything. You just gotta
It should be
copy
easy,
and
right?
paste.
I
You
mean,
gotta copy and paste the fucking movies. Copy and paste the shit. And if you're worried about the lore and getting the lore right, all you gotta do is set it, be like, this is 1,000 years before Star Wars the movies. Boom. There. Now the lore is different, Cunny. All right?
You know, I think maybe. I mean, obviously, the differences from these, these large, multimedia gaming companies versus like a true fan, like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the difference. Like with hardly any money, he's like,
Yeah.
this is what I really want. And obviously he nailed it, right? This is what I think people really want. So
Yeah.
it's going to be hard for him to like even sell this, but hopefully enough people Patreon this guy, him and his team, him and the team, everybody involved.
This thing has like capital ships, like the big destroyers and shit in it too, man. Like you can walk into the big destroyer, like the big ass Empire fucking destroyer ship things. You can land in those motherfuckers and walk around. It's wild, Gunny.
This
It's
game-
fucking wild.
Oh my gosh! Now I forgot the name of that game that's got like $1 billion in fucking funding or whatever. That's never coming out. Like
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. I was thinking like his game's going to be come out before Star Citizen,
Yeah, it
Right?
probably will. It probably will.
you got the games ever coming out.
and less than a fourth under. Yeah,
Under budget.
What it cost. Yeah. that'd be crazy.
Oh man. But yeah, like I said, I highly suggest you guys check this out if you have a PC. If you don't have a PC, I'm sorry. Like watch a YouTube video just to see how cool this mod is. It is so fucking cool. Like if you are a Star Wars fan, you will like this. Like And the cool thing is, like, it's not just being a Jedi. You don't like right now. There is no Jedi's you can be, but it's just cool being in that fucking world and walking around and seeing the cities and the people and the vendors. And you walk around, you're like, I'm in fucking Star Wars. I'm in this fucking planet. I'm on this city. Like, what the fuck's going on? You know, you walk into a cantina. You're like, what in the fuck? It's so cool, man. It reminded me of being at Disneyland, kind of walking around there. Because I was in fucking like shock when I walked around Disney. I was like, this is so fucking cool.
I've been seeing a commercial for Disney the last couple of days for Orlando. You know, and they're like, yeah, it looks so cool, but then I think of how expensive it is to go. I'm just like,
It's cool. We went to the cantina when I was there, and I had the fuck was the drink called? I forget.
Did you have
what
the
it
blue
was.
mocktail?
No, I had something called a fuzzy something, and it was supposed to like make my tongue numb or like like it had like it was blue, right? It was blue, but on the top of it, it had like this like it looked like soap kind of like it looked like this bubbles that came up at the top, like
Oh
foam
yeah,
kind of.
yeah, yeah. Saw that.
It's like it was called a fuzzy tauntaun or some shit like that.
Yeah,
My
seafoam. It was a
girlfriend,
seafoam bitter whatever thing. Yeah, I
yeah,
delivered that.
and like my girlfriend's
I
sister
delivered
was
that.
like, "You're
Yep,
supposed to feel
at
like
work.
tingling on your tongue when you drink this." And I started drinking it with the foam, and I'm like, I don't feel shit. She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't feel nothing. What am I supposed to feel?" She's like, "It's supposed to be like kind of like pop rocks, but like because of the foam, it's
Yeah,
supposed to make your tongue and your mouth kind of like numb." And I'm like, ah.
it's a clear liquid or thing that are or they sell them in little tablets. Yep.
I was like, I don't feel shit. I'm just drinking this, I guess. I don't, oh my god! But the cantina was cool though. It had the vibes. It had it had like a robot DJ playing like Star Wars music. Like it was playing the cantina music. Like it was like a little DJ, but it was like a robot. It was fucking cool looking. I'm like, that's
Yeah,
fucking dope.
awesome.
And then of course that I'm sure you've been there, Gunny, and you've rode the ride, the Rise of the Empire ride. That ride
No, I
is
haven't been
fucking
since they
cool.
did the Star Wars thing. Matter of fact, I was one of the last. I think it was that last year that I was there where they took down the freaking last ride over in California Adventure.
Dude, the
Like
Rise
behind the cars thing.
dude, but like the Rise of the Empire ride on the Disneyland side is so fucking cool, man. It's so fucking cool. It's like immersive as fuck, Mayo. All right, listen, Mayo. All right, listen. So you start
Okay.
off, Mayo, right? You start off and you walk onto this ship. Like there's like a ship right there, and they open the doors, and you walk into it, and it's like a transport vessel. And you have like this dude who's like, I'm General so and so, and I'm gonna fucking we're gonna travel to whatever, and you're like these screens pop up, and like there's like these X-wing pilots, and they're like, hey, like I'm Captain so and so, and I remember the fucker from the movie. I just don't know who the fuck his name is. He's like, oh,
Right.
but we're gonna escort you guys, and we're gonna go to we gotta go back to whatever planet and land, and we gotta talk to the fucking the rebel leader or something about whatever the fuck we found out over here, and then as you're being escorted through space, of course, something happens. Fucking TIE fighters show up. They start attacking you guys. You put up the shields on your ship. And then all of a sudden, this giant fucking Imperial destroyer thing shows up. And it's like, oh, fuck, it's pulling us into it. Like the tractor beam caught us. And
Right.
the X-Wing guy's like, oh, shit. He's like, well, I'm out of here. I'll be back for you guys. Just try to stay alive. We'll be back with more people. And he takes off. You get pulled into the big ship, and then like the doors, like it feels like you're landing, and the door opens. The fucking door opens, Mayo, and a fucking Imperial officer walks in, and there's like a person like dressed like as a fucking Star Wars Imperial officer, and they're just talking shit to you like hardcore, like they're like, "Shut up, listen." And you're like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "You are all empires. You are all empire traitors. You rebel scum. We're gonna take you guys in for being fucking spies or some shit." And you're like, okay. And then they make you walk out of the ship onto like this other like shit, like into the big destroyer. And as you walk out the doors, dude, you're like you walk into like this giant fucking room. It's like Star Wars, like a big fucking giant room where like all these stormtroopers fucking lined up. Like all of them, they're just lined up, and like the background it shows like space kind of. Like there's a big window behind them showing like space, but they're all lined up looking at you with their guns in their hands. And I'm like, this is fucking cool, dude. Like holy fucking
Yeah.
shit. And as you're walking through there, all the Empire officers are yelling at you to keep walking. And then that's kind of like the second line that you wait in, right? Because then you get into the second line, you go down this hallway, and then they put you in like into like the ride itself, which is like you go and you stand on these colors, and they tell you stand on that color, you rebel scum. All right, they're like yelling at you the whole time. They're kind of being like assholes towards you or whatever. They're walking around
Right.
staring at you, like like my girlfriend's mom was laughing. I don't know why. And like one of the chicks was like, "I wouldn't be laughing if I were you." she kept laughing, and she's like, "I'm not playing around. You shouldn't be laughing." like they're like super serious about this shit. And like another one gave my girlfriend's sister shit because she was wearing like a rain poncho, and she was like, "Why are you wearing that?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Why are you wearing a rain poncho?" She's like, because she's like, "It doesn't rain here. Take that off." I'm just giving her shit. I'm like laughing. Anyways, once they do that, they tell you to listen or whatever. Like, "Everybody, listen up. You guys are gonna be placed in this cell or whatever. Stand on your color and wait for further instructions." And then you get put into like this like jail cell, and the door closes, and then up above they have like this like screen, and it shows like an officer walking by, and he stops and he's looking at you guys and he's talking shit like, "One of you guys is a traitor. We know one of you guys is a fucking rebel spy, and we're gonna get this information out of you guys." And then Kylo Ren shows up, and he's like, "Oh, like I'm gonna interrogate them myself. I'll be back." And then they walk away. When they walk away, the fucking door, like you hear like this noise, like somebody's cutting metal, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And all of a sudden, the fucking wall next to you opens, Mayo. Like a fucking hole opens up on the wall. Like it looks like it's being burned through. And the fucking hole opens up. And there's like these rebel people coming. They come in, they're like, "Come on, let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta escape." And you're like, "Oh shit, okay." And you get into these little cars, these little like these little like car things. You get into them. And they're like, all right, we're gonna get you guys out of here." And they fucking like they have like the cars have like a little droid on them, and the droid's going like beep boop boop beep boop boop boop, making little droid noises.
Yeah, like Star Wars stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like they're like, all right, we reprogrammed the droids. They're gonna get you guys off the ship. And they fucking like press all these buttons or whatever. Fucking doors open up. The cars take off. And as you're going through the ship, all these like other like fucking stormtroopers are shooting at you. You got Kylo Ren chasing your ass through the hallways. It's fucking cool, dude. And then you get to the end. You get to the end, and you escape through like an escape pod. Like you get to like the ejection area where you're about to eject off the ship, and the fucking like the thing drops. Like I wasn't expecting it. I thought the whole time we are gonna be sitting here like it's not gonna feel like we fall out of the fucking ship. No, that thing feels like you fall out of the ship, dude. Like you fucking drop, like boom, like holy fucking shit. It feels like you drop, and then you crash into a planet. Then you get off. Then it takes you to like this area, and then the ride ends after that. But it's like a long ride, dude. It's like literally like a fucking 8 to 10, like an 8-minute thing. Like you're just going to this fucking like big ass starship
That's
fucking
cool.
thing. And like all this, like you see, like you go to like the place where like the cannons are being shot out, and you look to the right, and you see all these like these rebel ships show up with like all these X-wings coming in, and they're like, "Hey, we're back to rescue you guys." And you see all these X-wings coming in and shooting at the ship, and all these fucking TIE fighters going out there. It's fucking cool. I'm like, this is so fucking like insane. In my head, dude, I'm like, holy shit. Like 10-year-old me would have lost his fucking mind being on this ride right now. Like legitimately, I would have lost my fucking mind being on this ride. Like if I was a kid, a Star Wars fan and a kid, and I got on this ride, I'd fucking lose my mind. I was like, this is crazy. Like what the fuck? It's so like immersive, dude. Like they got all this shit figured out, and then That ride was cool. That ride had the longest wait time out of all of the Disneyland rides.
Yeah, I would think that would be.
Ride
Yeah.
had the longest wait time. That ride, every time you looked at that ride, the wait time was over 2 hours every single time. And like, unfortunately, the first day we were there, we were in line for about an hour, Mayo,
Uh-huh.
and the ride broke down.
Oh.
So we waited another 20 minutes after the ride broke down, and we were like, fuck this. And then about 2 hours later, the ride reopened. We run over there. There was already a huge line. But by the time we got to the line, the lady at the line was like, sorry, the ride broke down again. Oh my God.
Yuck.
So the first day, the ride was broken down. The second day, we got to ride it once. And then we rode it again the next day. We rode it twice the third day or whatever. We rode it twice. We rode like 3 times in total. That ride was the coolest fucking ride though, man. Like that ride is fucking awesome. Like it's so fucking cool, dude. Like, but the wait time, like I said, is insane. You gotta have to have the fast pass to get on that ride because it sucks, dude. Because that ride would break down the most out of all the rides at Disney. That ride broke down the most. It was like, I don't know why, but like every so often, like it would just be shut down. I don't know, like if they're animatronics or their screens or their little cars.
I don't
know
a lot
what
of
was
moving
breaking.
pieces and parts and people, right? That it requires the way you're describing it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking either like someone called out sick or something. I don't fucking know, but it kept breaking
Ren
down.
is over on a smoke break again. Yeah,
They got fucking Kylo, get your ass over here.
he's drunk again. Damn it. Yeah,
It was weird, but it kept breaking down. The other ride that we rode that was really cool though was also the Millennium Falcon one where you get to fly the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
and that one is pretty dope
cool.
because that one seats up to 6 people on the ride. I think every time I rode it, there was 4 people. One time we had 6. We had 2 random people with us, like this lady and her son. And that one was cool because one person gets to steer. 2 people get to steer the ship. One controls the up and down. The other person controls left and right. And then the people behind them control like the shooting of the guns. And the people behind them control the fixing of the ship. You have to like fix the ship. You press the buttons that light up and it fixes like the ship as it's being hit by the TIE fighters. That shit's pretty dope too, man. Cause you feel like you're flying in the Millennium Falcon and you're taking off and like you're being chased by all these fucking TIE fighters and you gotta steal all this shit and you're like pressing all these different buttons the whole time. It's so fucking cool. It's, like I said, they do a really good job at Disney to make their rides feel like super immersive at times. You're like I said, as kid Jesus would have lost his fucking mind being in the Star Wars land if I was like 9 years old, dude. 9-year-old, 10-year-old me would have been fucking mind fucking blown being in this land, dude. Like seriously, man.
You were
crazy.
9 or 10 when you were there. I mean, essentially, sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much. It feels like I was. Yes, I do feel like I was 9 or 10 when I was there because, like, my head was mind blown, dude. Everything I saw was like, what in the fuck? They thought of this. They thought of this, and they thought of that, and they thought of this. It's pretty fucking wild. It kind of reminded me of. It was honestly though. I will say out of Star Wars area at Disneyland and out of like Mario World at Universal does a better job of making their areas look like whatever the theme is. You know what I mean? I will say that about Universal. Universal does a better job of making their theme like throughout that whole area. It's that theme. Like Mario fucking World at Universal is Mario fucking World. Like you are in Mario Land. Like everything is Mario, Gunny. Everything. They have everything. They have the blocks, the little fucking trees, the fucking bricks, the fucking everything. They have everything in that motherfucker of Mario. You feel like you're in a fucking Mario game. That's what that feels like. So I gotta give him props for that. Universal does their lands a little bit better, but Star Wars was pretty dope at Disneyland. I gotta give him credit for it.
Nice.
That Empire Rise of the Empire ride though, dope as fuck. Dope as fuck.
Yeah, that's exciting. I want to go back and do that.
Do that one and do the Avengers Tower, the one where it drops up
Definitely.
and down. Oh fuck, that ride is dope. I did not know what to expect on that ride, right? Because I've never ridden it before, so it was my first time, And this lady is like next to me, and she's like, right, Gunny, she sits next to me, right? And she's like, there's these handles on these seats right here. So like you can hold on to these while the ride is going. And I'm putting on my seatbelt. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, I don't handles. What the fuck do we need handles for? I'm like, we're sitting down. We're fine. She's like, okay. I'm like, I kind of take like a double take at her. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. Why did you mention the handles? She's like, I'm just saying. She's like, I don't know. You might need them. I was like, I don't think so. Dude, that fucking elevator dropped. No, like when it first, you know how it backs out and it shoots up and then it drops down?
Yeah,
that fucking thing, dude. I flew out of my seat up, I don't know, like fucking 10 times on that ride. I felt like I was flying out of my seat, dude. Because it just, Mayo, it goes up and then it'll fucking drop like down like super fast. And then it shoots back up. Then it drops down again. Then it'll shoot up and stop. Then fucking just dead drop down. I'm like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, those are rough. Like when you feel like you're like that sudden change in that little belt. You think you're just
it's just a little,
you're like
a little
like, this thing
fucking
ain't gonna
lap
hold
belt.
me in. It ain't designed for Jesus to be in this and be like,
Oh my god, dude! I'm like fucking, and you literally feel like you're flying out of your seat. Like you can feel your body physically lifting up and like not touching the seat. You're like, what in the fuck? And then you stop and you slam into the seat. You're like, holy fucking shit! Like what the fuck is going on right now? That ride was cool, man. That ride was the funnest though because it has it's the Guardians of the Galaxy is what it is. It has the Guardians of the Galaxy fighting all the people, and you're going to each floor or whatever, and you're seeing like all the different characters fighting through the lab or whatever to get out. It's fucking cool. That ride was the coolest. I enjoyed that ride the most out of all of them. Honestly, that ride was cool as fuck. That one and the Star Wars one. They were my favorite, Gunny. Favorite rides. But besides all that, though, you guys know I played some more Battlefield. Just
Battlefield.
I'm kind of disappointed because they've delayed season 2 now till February 17th or some shit like that. Because they said that they need more time to fix something. I don't know, fix the maps or something based on feedback. They said.
Yeah, I see they nerfed some little more stuff recently.
Yeah, and they released a patch recently, but they were going to release season 2, but they didn't. So they said they extended season 1, which is good for me because I still haven't finished it. I don't know. Dude, I have like so many hours in this game and I still haven't finished season 1. I don't know how. I honestly, maybe I'm not doing the challenges. The problem is a lot of these challenges require me to play the Battle Royale, and I refuse to play the Battle Royale. I just don't want to play the Battle Royale. But if I did, I would have a lot of these challenges done. Because it's like, loot 35 containers. Loot this. Pick up a sniper rifle in Battle Royale. Do a headshot in Battle Royale. Finish a match of Battle Royale. Like dumbass shit like that. Like just dumb fucking shit in Battle Royale. Like be respawned one time in Battle Royale. Respawn a friend in Battle Royale. Like just stupid shit. And it's like, I don't want to play Battle Royale. I'm not a fan of it. I just don't like it. I don't want to play it. I just want to play Conquest and Breakthrough. That's all I want to do. Or Rush. I don't want to be playing Battlefield, like Battle Royale, Red Sec crap. I don't care for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got to go back to Red Sec. I enjoyed it.
I don't like it.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw me playing that.
I did. I know you were playing it.
Yeah, because then it said Jesus playing Battlefield. I'm like, me too. Not the same thing, but
you're playing Faith Battlefield.
I like the hobo free version. Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I was gonna pick up that game that you picked up, Gunny. I want you to talk about it. The zombie checkpoint game. What the fuck? The one I played the demo of. I know I played the demo. Is that
what you played the demo? Because it came to Game Pass. So yeah.
Oh wait, this is on Hobo Pass?
Yeah, I don't know when it came out, but I noticed it earlier this week.
It's on Steam. It's on Steam as well, yeah.
Okay. I know you talked a lot about it. I don't know what I can add to it.
Well, the finished version, I mean, do you think it's worth it? Is it good?
Yeah, definitely. I would say this. So again, playing on the PC Game Pass, I initially tried it with a controller, and for some reason, it's like the mouse sensitivity, or maybe that's what I was doing wrong. Was like it, just kind of the movement of it as you play like in that first person view.
Yeah.
Like that didn't feel right. I just kind of getting the negative stuff out of the way first, and then, but ultimately, I was like the right trigger wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing. So I did finish the last hour of it just playing with mouse and keyboard, and that worked pretty good. But so far I really like it. I'd say this, that like I think I was just trying to remember everything. So for example, when you call the next person in, right? And then so early on, right? I've just got the thermometer to check their temperature, and like then that other tool that you pick up where you can see through their clothes is pretty funny. like that scanner, to see if they got any bites on their, in their private part areas or what have you, and you got to check their back and stuff. And but I forget, Jesus, that it kind of adds this new thing when it comes in, and it's like, oh, they brought a bag with them or something. And I forgot that twice. I was like, fuck, I totally forgot that they walked over, put a bag down, and it automatically puts everything on the table. Oh, no, you have to walk over, right? And I think that you have to like open up the bag. It's like somebody will pull out nothing but zombie parts, a knife, a gun. Other people bring books and, apples and just all kinds of random shit, right? So, it takes a second to go through all that. And don't forget, you still got to come back and, scan them, check their temperature, right? Like, yeah. So, it's a lot of that work, right? So that part's cool. And then the only part I'd say I'm really messing up on is, okay, in the quarantine area. So, when you send somebody, you're like, all right, that person's got yellow eyes or whatever. That's their only symptom. And you've got room to put them in quarantine, because right now I only upgraded it once, so I can put 4 people into the quarantine. So I think each time when you probably want to do it, I think at the end of the day, if somebody's been in quarantine for like one day, you want to pull them back out and inspect them. Because every fucking time, man, I walk over there or it'll send you that message like, oh, quarantine needs to be cleaned up. And you're like, oh shit, I know what that means. That somebody was a zombie and killed everybody else, It's like, so then you got to just fucking, basically it just sets them all on fire, cleans that whole area out, right? But I've managed to pull 2 people out so far, where I pulled them out, inspected them, and it's like, oh, okay, either they haven't been in long enough, or one of them still had like yellow eyes and freckles or whatever, which are like, they're kind of in that 6 stage, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's like a little bits of management things of like, okay, making sure that your canteen has food, right? So resupply, all that's pretty cool. That's all seamless.
Can you automate that stuff if you don't want to do it?
I didn't see an option for it. There's no it might be in the perk system, but I doubt it. I think the perk system is tied into all the different medical equipment that you use. So it all seems to be related to that. No, I don't think it is, because it does tell you, hey, make sure you are going into your base, right? Your base section. So just be on the keyboard. Probably want to do that when you wake up in the morning. Go into your base, make sure there's enough fuel in the generator, and enough food. And yeah, like you can do your little upgrades or what have you as well. Like, a second tower or an upgraded tower for defense. And I assume that's probably going to be for when there's a zombie invasion, which I got that down pretty quick. Like I found that to be like, oh, okay, I see what I need to do now. Like, there's different gas barrels out there. So, and I think that's random, right? It seems to be every 3 days when you go back to sleep and you wake up and you'll get the alert. Okay, there's a zombie invasion. Then that takes you into the drone view.
I thought that was a weird thing that they added into the game. I feel like, to me, that mode or that part of the game where you're shooting the drone and killing the little hordes of zombies, it's kind of like a weird thing in the game, right? Like why do we need to do this? Like, why is it even in here? Like, is it to add something to the game with shooting? It makes no sense to me. Like,
is it just kind of
like
thrown in?
I like it. To me, it feels like it's thrown in. I don't know about you, Gunny.
I like it. I like that they threw this in. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. There are some games, but no, I feel like that's good. It's a good fit, I think, for this game. So because you are managing the base, and if you, I don't know if you got to it, Jesus, but there's a part in the game where I've already done it one time where, so you get to a point where so let's say I got 4 people in the base or 5, right? I think it'll hold 12 currently. Again, I'm just in the first few hours of the game. So it's time, it'll again, it's roguelike. So it'll say, hey, time to evacuate the base or something, right? So that means all the people that survived and are in the living space. So then I get 2 choices of where I want to send the people. So it'll start you out with like, all right, where do you want to send Jonah? Do you want to send Jonah on the military truck, or do you want to send Jonah to the science team or something like that? So then I think that gives you different perk points or what have you for either science or military. So then you'll go through each person like, okay, you go to military, you go to science, right? And then, yeah, so that's like, I feel like that's another thing they kind of threw in there, which is cool, right? Because you're managing the whole base, with everything. So yeah, I like it. I think I got it down too I like the drone fighting because you get a big ass fucking machine gun and it's got gas barrels all around. So, and then it'll have like a 50 millimeter cannon for like the bigger zombies. And then it's got missiles as well. So yeah, at first I was like, wait, what am I supposed to do? And then like, I guess you don't know if it's like you have 1 wave, 2 or 3 waves of enemies. So yeah, I think it's always 2, but sometimes 3. It probably goes further than that, right? Like, you get tougher zombies or whatever. And it doesn't take much, man. Once they get to that wall, I think probably, I'm going to assume 20 seconds with just one of them, like, getting on that, who's already on the wall or whatever. It'll say failed or whatever. I think it lets you restart. Yeah, I think you have to do it. You have to complete it, but it's not difficult at all. So, and I haven't upgraded anything yet as far as my defenses go or towers. So far so good. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, just remember to like always check their backpacks. If they have yellow eyes, you have to click yellow eyes, right? In order for you to get the most perk points or whatever, right? Or rep or whatever it is for your future upgrades and purchases or whatever. Not purchases, but more upgrades and stuff. Yeah, just kind of keep track of all that stuff. And man, I got to keep remembering, go back, man. At the end of the day, go into the fucking quarantine. Here's the other thing, Jesus, where I have a terrible memory, right? Like, oh wait, did this guy have yellow eyes before? Because now he doesn't, but maybe he still has like a freckly red face or whatever. Shit, maybe I should just pull him out or whatever, right? I should put him in the general population. Because then again, the next day, guess what? There was some infected motherfucker or whatever in there, they ate everybody. So yeah. So it's cool. It's cool. I like it. I'm going to play more of it. Yeah, I recommend it.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out sometime. I don't have Game Pass anymore, but I'll have to look into it.
Yeah. Other than that, Mayo, as you guys have probably noticed, like I've been really just a lot of Path of Exile 2 over the last several weeks. I don't know, like I've just been on that, on that mission for my Deadeye build through like Archer, through bow and arrow, man. Like, but Mayo, that build that like, that I watch, videos or, Twitch streams or whatever, like it's a lot of poison damage. And I think poison damage is chaos damage, Mayo. I think that's what the chaos damage is, or no? Can't remember.
I think it's separate, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, because it always like
pretty good poison resistance, but chaos is something's like purple or something down the road.
Yeah, I see that on my bow for purple, but but right, that's supposed to be my damage with the Deadeye build is a mostly poison damage build. So that's on the for each perk point or whatever. Like I've been following it mostly 90% to that what the points I've been laying down on it. So
right.
But man, I have had this bow with me now, which is like, so for example, I think the bow that I've got is a level 26. It's got a lot of ice damage, a lot of cold damage. And, I've been taking my armor scrap, not the armor scrap, but what's the one that upgrades like your weapon? And I feel like I've had that one for like the last, since level 26, man. And I had the similar one before that. So yeah, it's a lot of, fucking cold damage, man, with that escape ability.
Uh-huh.
And everything just kind of blows up after that with a lot of ice damage and just a lot of escape, right? So yeah, it's been good. It's a good feeling, man, every time just going in there. And then what am I thinking of? I always say electricity, but it's more of your lightning damage, right? So yeah, so I've been using a lot of lightning damage as well because it does multiple enemies. So I've been switching up from either direct lightning damage or from above lightning damage. So it all seems to do the same thing. But yeah, and like I'll freeze the shit out of all these enemies, right? And then just like electrocute the hell out of them. So and it's cool, man. Just watched them. Yeah, just fry, freeze and fry.
Cool looking in the game.
Yeah, so definitely a lot of elemental damages, but it's been good. I feel like this playthrough is like I'm not dying as much, right? And I feel like also like when you were helping me with those bosses where it's like, oh shoot, I never learned them, to on my own, right? It was always you get in there and just destroy them in 10 seconds, So this time I had to really just fucking, get in there and like, okay, so all right. So they're not taking a lot of ice. I'm just going to hit them with a lot of poison and, be evasive and, learn where I need to stand and move and juke and run and roll and like, but I got it down, man. I got it down. I'm doing good, man. So,
Nice.
Also shout out to Mayo, your buddy, for leaving everything in the guild chest.
Yes.
As far as like, my, armor and helmets and, and boots and rings and stuff. And it's been like, that has been so helpful, where I've gone in and actually like how you taught me, Mail, look at it like, okay, like how much evasion, is on these items, like
Right.
what are the runes that I'm going to use? Like I'm going to use a lot of, I'm using a lot of ice, damage runes. Right. So yeah, the rings I'm wearing, like one of the rings is still from the guild, our guild chest and like it's got so much resistance of all these different elements on it. Like, yeah, it's been good. So and awesome.
Nice.
So, I might be stuck at one boss for now, but still like just doing a little more side quest or whatever. But yeah, I always think Mail like, oh, like I'm gonna hang this game up or whatever. And because I bought Elden Ring Night Rain, like a month ago, I'm like, I'm gonna go play that, but then I always end up going playing PoE too. So
yeah, it kind of sucks you back in.
Oh man, so much. So yeah. But other than that, like the only other game really that I played is a couple other Game Pass games. Called one of them is just like this like tower defense game called Monsters Are Coming, Rock and Road. So yeah, obviously this is like from your not Devolver Digital, it's like Raw Fury. So it's like it's a moving, think of it as a castle on wheels, right? As it just kind of slowly moves down and you just have to clear out areas and kill enemies like an auto shooter. You'll find an area like, you're just looking on the sides of the map like, oh, there's a lot of gold over there. I'll go mine it, like mine a lot of gold, right? You'll get better upgrades and stuff like that. So it's an okay game. It's cool. Like, jump in and jump out kind of game. So yeah,
right.
It's got little challenges at the end of each run or whatever. Do you want another upgrade or do you want to, Oh, and let me just mention that on this rolling castle, as you reach you gather so many resources or what have you, and you basically you're leveling up, right? And then you're adding another piece to your moving castle. Like, so it could be a farm that farms more, more coins, more gold or whatever, right? So that you're reaching the next, upgrade or whatever faster, to add more turrets or, freezing enemies and, it slows them down. And yeah, it's cool. Like not too difficult right now, but I think I've made it like, so it's a roguelike. I'm making it to, I think like level 3 or something. Like you'll close up behind these gates or whatever. And you can then repair your castle. I'm going to call it a castle, but I don't know what it actually is. But your moving structure that that you're repairing, and do further upgrades with that. So yeah, it's a cool little game. But what have you been playing, Mail?
Pretty much the main thing I've been playing Arc Raiders a little bit off my son's account. I was able to go ahead and install that on Steam and kind of play. I pretty much went solo through most of the missions I've done so far. But like Jesus said, that game is a lot of fun. The crafting aspect of it can get kind of old, I feel like. But it's something about going into the world. Like the shooting feels really, really good. It kind of feels like The Division and the way the shooting feels and stuff. Not a lot of recoil, I've really noticed, but the guns feel good. I haven't tried like higher level guns. I've gone in there and I'll go in there by myself gunning, and it'll be like simple mission early on was like to find batteries or a battery and wires. And I would go in there like every time I'd have a hard time finding them, right? So I would look for like cars, and you're just not guaranteed to find a battery. You just keep looking at different cars, and you're looking for parts. And there's like no batteries, and maybe eventually you'll find some wires. But there's like this one run I had, and I found a battery and I had the wires that I needed. So all I have to do is extract, right? So I'm running back. Of course, sure enough, I go across back and I getting close, and I have to like cross through this building to get to the extraction point. And what do? I climb up the outside of the building and I jump through a window. Well, as soon as I jump through a window, there's these drones that are on the ground, and I land like right on one of them.
Oh,
And basically they explode. So that of course one blows up, and then there's another one with like a flamethrower on it, and it just burns me, and they just kill me like instantly. It was just like such dumb luck, to like jump through this one window and have two drones like right there, and then you die and you lose everything you were carrying. So it's like Tarkov in that aspect, where you go in there and you can go in with like a certain loadout. They have like a free loadout you can take in. So that's not as big of a deal. But when you grab your crafting materials, you can go back and make new guns and better guns. But you basically, if you can lose it if you die on your mission. So you gotta be careful, what you take in or stuff like that. And this stuff can kill you pretty easy. I had this one mission as well. I was going to an extraction point. There's different ones on the map, and this big walking thing was like walking around it, kind of like a spider thing. It had like a couple legs, like 4 legs, right? It's walking around. And it doesn't see me. I run out, I hit the extraction thing, and it makes all these sirens go off. And you got to wait for it to come up. So I hit it, I go back and I'm waiting, I'm hiding. And this thing gave no indication that it knew where I was at, right? And I'm sitting there hiding, and it usually makes like a little alert, like it's alerted. Nothing like that. I'm sitting there hiding, sitting there waiting. The elevator comes up, the door's open. I'm getting ready to leave. And all of a sudden, it like just shoots a flame through the container, lights me on fire, and like kills me instantly. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Like some crazy deaths like that have happened to me. But other times, like it's pretty fun. You can get in and out, and you get some stuff, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to upgrade some stuff. But I like the game. It runs really, really, really smooth. It looks really, really good. The shooting is really fun. It's just not a ton of combat. I do hear that. Sorry, I'm still over here dying from my cold. I do hear like once you get going with like a party, like 3 people, you will run into a lot less friendly people playing the game, and so it'll be a lot more PvP type stuff. So you got to be careful with all that. But I have not had to experience any of that yet.
Yeah, like I said, I watch a lot of whether it be YouTube videos or Twitch or whatever, and I've definitely seen that with like a Twitch streamer, for example, like him and his buddy, right? It's always like in a duos. Like, I wouldn't even say like that. Like, seems like half the time they're not doing missions; they're just doing like PvP, right?
Uh-huh.
So, well, no, I take that back. They were collecting things or whatever. So, yeah, but their whole thing was like, yeah, they were just so aggressive, man. Like, just going after everybody they possibly could, shooting people from across the map,
just taking whatever they loot, right? So it's like a battle royale for some people. Some people will loot the whole entire game and then die at the end just to give them the other person the better weapons. That's kind of like what this is.
Right. Yeah, but then I've seen solos, right? Friendly. All right, work together, whatever, exchange stuff. Yeah. So kind of cool.
But I think that's kind of more early on, from my impressions. And so I know I was talking to Nipron, him or I going to try to get together at one point in time, and we didn't. But he was saying he's a lot further into the game than me. And like he was like, I'm nervous about jumping in with people because it seems so much harder as a group.
Yeah.
And then you're worried about losing all your loot and stuff you had. So I mean, you have a free loadout, but it's not a very good loadout. You know, you want to come in and do good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know
Especially
if
on the more difficult maps.
I have to look at it further. I'm sure we'll read an article, sometime in the near future about them adding PvP lobbies. So I believe that is on their, future of the game.
Yeah. I think I could make
That's
it
cool.
interesting or make it like a certain zone. Like if you're in this zone, it's more PvP. But people don't want to do the PvP part of it. And I don't know how, like, if you're the only one playing this game, right? If you're not playing in a party and you start getting deeper in the game, what it would be like? Like, would you run into other parties of 3? And you have to try and defend them by yourself, or how does that work? I'm not really sure. I don't know if you've seen anything on it or not.
No, I haven't watched too much of that. Like, I haven't seen like 3. Yeah. Like, I'm curious if like, but I could see that happening. Well, I guess that would only happen if like, you play with a friend and a random, and then, the random quits the game and your friend dies, right? I guess, right? You'd be solo at that point, but yeah. Like, it wouldn't put you in a different instance, right? You'd still have potentially 3 people. Yeah. Surrounding
if you're not queuing up with other people, I wonder how the game will continue to progress. It does give you the option.
I would think it would still be solo, right? It would still be a solo. Well, okay, but then here's the thing: if you team up with somebody, right? Now it's duo. Now it's 2. Possibly, you're right. Possibly 3. Like, but what are the chances, right, of 3 people being friendly to each other? But now they're going to be aggressive towards one. I don't know.
Yeah, or if
it could happen.
Can be friendly with people. You can meet somebody in the server, and you can kind of like work together. And you could always double team a person too. And you're not even in the same party, but you could be working together,
Yeah.
So there are different levels to it, I guess. But besides that, I've been playing a little bit. You mentioned it a while back. It kind of made me want to play it again. It was I'm trying to remember the name of it now. The game where you go and loot the dungeon, you come back and sell it.
Oh yeah, Moonlighter 2.
Moonlighter, yes, and that I don't have the second one, but I went back and started playing the first one again. They had it on the PS5 through the PS Plus, so I went ahead and like kind of went back into that, but not real deep into it or nothing like that. But that's something I kind of started getting back into a little bit as well. And then the only other game I got into a little bit was Gran Turismo again. Got back in there. They have a new expansion, and I did not pick it up yet. But I'm thinking about picking it up. I guess it's got really good AI. So like the driving is supposed to be like racing against real people. So we'll see. But
yeah,
I hear really good things about it. After that, that's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else I've been playing here and there.
Yeah, I did. I did dust off the
Dispatch last time I was on.
Yeah, I did dust off the PS5 today, and matter of fact, I even brought it in here into the gaming room, right? Because I have a new thing I forgot to mention, Mayo. I bought a new thing. So actually 2 things. I actually bought 2 things since the last time we recorded. So the first thing I got, I don't know, did I talk about that motherboard that I got and the reason I bought it?
No, I don't think you have on the show.
Yeah. So, so the reason I did buy that motherboard now, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I've talked about the memory issue I got with this new build and how the motherboard works great. I've got a 32 gig card, right? Because I bought 64. I didn't know I didn't need 64, right? I just said, I need this memory or whatever, Mm-hmm. Either way, I'm using 32, 1 channel. Everything works fine, right? But it pisses me off that I can't use slots 1, 2, 3, and 4 or whatever, or 2 and 4. It just is not happening, right? That's through flashing, updating, fucking problem solving. Like, it's just not going to happen, right? So
for quite a while, yeah.
Yeah. So let me get okay. So the reason I bought it now is because of the insane, price, fucking everything going up or whatever. Like, and I thought, well, what if I want to upgrade, a year from now? Like, how much is that freaking motherboard going to be, right? With the price of AI and everything going up. So, so my son has this one. This is the Asus, just a simple Z790 plus Wi-Fi. So this one is, luckily it was whatever gen. So it's like the same price that I paid for this. I forgot the brand that I actually got, but it is a Z790. Different brand, of course. So
Yeah,
but same
same,
price.
right?
Yeah, same price as to what I paid for it a year ago or whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna grab it now. It's $209 or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till spring or whatever. So no hurry on it, right? Because I do have that new memory too. So there's that. Yeah. So I think that's probably what I'll do. Well, I've only got the 1616, so I got the 32, and that's fine, right? You want the two channels. I don't know why, but everybody says you want at least two different channels
Yeah.
as far as memory goes. You never know what game's going to come out, man. It's going to be like, whatever, it's not going to work with one channel. I don't know, or you might have issues or whatever. So yeah. So I think I already know the answer to this, but okay. So new motherboard, but I've got the same whatever CPU or whatever. Do I have to install Windows, reactivate that again?
I don't think you're gonna have to. Yeah, I don't think you have to buy a new copy technically. I would probably do a clean install of everything, but I think since you're keeping the same CPU, it won't consider it a new computer. I think only when you change the CPU, it's when you'll need to redo your Windows. I'm not positive, but I think that's the case.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll probably find out. Like, so
probably
the next
pretty
time
sure. It's been a while. I think I've done that before where I've kept the same CPU and upgraded just the motherboard. And I don't think I had to change anything out with Windows wise. I did a clean install of stuff, just have fresh drivers and all that kind of stuff. But
right.
Windows, and I was able to use the same product key.
Yeah. And hopefully, I don't think I'll have any issues with, I did use every single pin at the bottom. I don't know what those pins would be for, but so for example, all right, so the cooler I have, which is the, I don't know what brand it is, but it is, let me just pull it up here really quick. So this is going to be, right, the IQ Link or whatever, or the IQ, but I do have this thing called the Commander Core. So for example, that just lets you, so you only have to like plug in, you only need like a few plugins, right? Because it's got like this core thing that's where all the fans plug into. So yeah, that way you're just using less, plugins or what have you. So I think that was like a separate purchase that I got for all of the fans that I have in it. So yeah, I was like, oh shit, I never did check to see if like that motherboard that I just bought, like, because I know I used them all at the bottom. So
yeah, I mean, for the most part, a lot of that's kind of standard. A lot of them will have a lot of USB ports on them, and so you should be all right.
Yeah. Like, and then it did have like, I think it had like 3 slots for SSDs or whatever, because the one I currently had does have 3, where I only have 2 plugged in currently. So, but I think I got enough space. I don't even know how much space I have. Like, I don't know, 5, 6, 8 gigs or whatever it is. But of SSD space. But but anyway, so my second purchase that I got for my birthday was I did get a ultra wide. So this is an LG 34-inch OLED WQHD at 240 hertz. So nice. So like I've looked at them over the last couple of years or whatever, where I'm like, 4K would be nice, or like that was one of the things that I really wanted, and I thought I never knew if I really wanted an ultra wide or whatever. So this was a surprise to me, and it didn't take long. Like I was talking to Leahy about, for example, and this one does have HDR. So if I didn't mention that already, wow, what a game changer that is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, everything looks, amazing and stuff. So I was even watching like a movie on it today, like, and it's cool. It's even got like a little headphone port at the bottom, which is nice. It's got an internal speaker, which is not the best, but at least you don't have to, like, for example, like I had the PlayStation hooked up, right? I didn't have to like, get a separate headset or whatever.
Right.
So boom, it's just playing right through the freaking monitor, which is nice. Yeah, it's cool. So yeah, everything looks great. And
yeah, some of them bigger ultra wides and this stuff too, like the higher quality ones have pretty good sound to them, really. I mean, You know, a lot of monitors don't, but you know, the ultra wide I had for a while there had really great sound.
Yeah. You know, and it's cool since I do the YouTube Premium, like it's got new options on there. It had like something like it obviously had the HDR option I noticed, and I thought, oh, that's cool that, you know, whatever video like requires it or that has it. And it had something called extra bandwidth or something like 60 FPS. Like that's never popped up before I had this monitor, which is pretty cool. So
Nice.
yeah. So I feel like it's a good purchase.
It'll make games look a lot better. The ultra wide always made like those top down games look amazing. It's something I always really enjoyed.
Yeah, PoE 2 worked great. Yeah. So yeah, everything looked good. It looked amazing. I'm sure I'm thinking like I was thinking like, do I want to get Stellar Blade or, you know, something I do want to play next, or, you know, yeah, haven't decided yet. So what I'm going to get, what I'm going to play. Oh, and then now of course I can play my PlayStation 5 at 120 hertz, I think, right?
Yeah, I think 120 is the max PoE.
Yeah, so I got that. Oh, and here's the other thing too. Like I did not force the stretch because I was looking at things. I didn't force stretch the display or whatever, but it still stretches it. Like it's still curved. Does that make sense? So you're still getting like a large real estate on there. Right. So it's not
lost me there, but
okay. So for example, like I guess I don't know. There's some way where you can do a full stretch if you're I don't know something like whatever. I think the whole hub or home of the PlayStation 5, and I'm sure it works with Xbox. Yeah, it's the full screen. Like it takes up all the real estate on this monitor. But I guess if you're playing a game or whatever, right, it's going to be what's the aspect ratio on it? It's going to be the whatever the standard is, right? So, but yeah. I think what did I play today? I forgot what it was, but it just does the black borders on the left and the right.
No, serious story.
So, but it's still cool because it's still showing that it's curved or whatever. So you're still getting that immersion, I think, right? Just not like a full ass on immersion or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, you'll still keep that same. It'll still fill most of your screen. You might get some black bars occasionally.
Yep. Still fills most of it, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Still works.
You might get like a little bit, maybe like an inch or two on the sides, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. Jesus, have you tried that at all? Have you tried the PS5 on your ultra wide monitor?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it does fine. You don't have to stretch it. So I tested it today. Works great. But anyway, I think it's news time, Jesus. Let's do some news.
All right, it's news time.
Beep, 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 beep. News.
All right, some cyberpunk news real quick. The maker of a popular real VR mod for Cyberpunk 2077 has accused CD Projekt Red of ironclad corporal logic after the studio issued a DMCA demanding the mod's removal. He said, "Many of you have noticed that two of my recent posts disappeared about a week ago." Mod maker Luke Ross wrote over the weekend on his Patreon. He said, "I apologize that I could not comment personally about this fact because there was an ongoing legal exchange. Now that the dust has settled, I'm even more sorry to announce that we are leaving behind an adventure that so many of you deeply loved and enjoyed. CD Projekt Red decided that they would follow in Take-Two Interactive Software step and issue a DMCA notice against me for the removal of the Cyberpunk 2077 VR mod." So he is the maker of the Real VR, which is REAL, like acronym, I guess. Real VR, which is essentially a mod framework that brings VR support to numerous games, including Elden Ring, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, Far Cry 4 through 6, Marvel Spider-Man, and Star Wars Outlaws, and others. So I guess this guy just has like a VR thing or whatever that works for all these games. Yeah. The problem is, if you want this mod, you have to subscribe to his Patreon, and charging money for mods is something that most big publishers, including CD Projekt Red, take issue with. The Take-Two comparison on Ross's message arises from the company's DMCA claims against the Real VR mod for Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, and the Mafia trilogy. So there's that. So yeah.
Don't charge for mods, man. Come on.
Yeah. Or at least make it voluntarily, right? Like if you want to support them, you could.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. put the option in there.
It says here, for the record, the Real VR mod is a popular mod and apparently very lucrative. A 2022 report by The Verge said Ross was earning more than $20,000 a month from this mod.
Damn. Okay.
Well, what happens if you like subscribe to him and then you stop? Once you have the mod.
I would think you would still. Well, that's a good question. All right, maybe you need it for future updates, but
Yeah, I'll be back, Gunny. You can read this next one about Rockstar North.
I'm still here as well, Gunny. I turned off my video because my internet's kind of bouncing in.
Oh, okay. You were only robotic just for like maybe 1 second earlier when you were talking. But
it's kind of bouncing on my end here. It happens about this time of night every night.
Yeah. Damn, like that, I always want to support the modding community. I love it in Project Zomboid and Satisfactory and stuff. Like, yeah. But I do like optional, like, or even if like another example, Mayo, like might be like, so I think I've noticed it too with like Satisfactory, like where this guy was offering like, oh, like, I don't know, whatever it was, like a more premium mod or whatever, like, for example, like it had more stuff to it or whatever, like, hey, you can subscribe for this one or whatever, but this is the free hobo version, which is still cool, like I'm all about that one. So, I hate to tell somebody like, oh, well, don't even make it or whatever, if you're going to be charging for it. So, but
right.
Yeah, of course, Bethesda, they did it with their Creation Club. So yeah, there's free stuff, but then there's paid stuff. So I don't know. But anyway, so next article here, Rockstar blows up. Mayo, it just blew up. Rockstar North. But let's see what we got here. So emergency service were called to Edinburgh. Edinburgh, is that in England, mate? Where the hell is it? Is it Ireland?
No idea.
Either way, it's somewhere over there in Europe. So offices of video game developer Rockstar North after reports of an explosion in the building. Who's trying to blow up Rockstar, man? Somebody's mad. Oh, wait, the Scottish Fire and Rescue went to the property on Holyrood Road at about 5 o'clock on Monday. The spokesperson said the firefighters have been called out to deal with the structural damage at the building following the incident. 6 fire engines went to the scene, but crews were stood down at 9:21, and there were no reports of casualties. Spokesperson for Rockstar North said that there's been a malfunction in one of the heating boilers early Monday morning. Many thanks to those that reached out with concern and also to the police and fire crews who were on scene quickly to assess the situation. Let's see. Everyone is well and out. Studio remains open and operational. The company is one of the UK's largest developers and known for creating Grand Theft Auto series. Okay. But yeah, you know what, man? I would think that, like, I was thinking today, like, I saw all the wacky comments, it's never coming out. GTA 6, now that this and that, and I thought, oh boy, like, you know what they forgot? They forgot to save everything in the cloud, Mayo, before the power shut off, like that would suck, right? Like, oh, where did all our files go, man?
Right.
Oh yeah. But
yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, like, but no, everything's cool. So somebody planted a bomb. That's what somebody put on there, that trying to sabotage fucking Rockstar.
That's what I thought in the beginning when I read the first headline this morning. I'm like, it's fucking on fire. I'm like, holy shit, someone got mad. But no,
I saw explosion, and I thought my first thing was like some terrorist is like who fucking is like, yeah, hates GTA or something. Fan. I don't know. Yeah, or yeah, like
come out already.
Right, like they keep delaying it, like some psychopath, set a bomb. Why would there be an explosion?
Other news: Rockstar, has reportedly granted the wish of a terminally ill fan whose family member asked if they could play GTA 6 before its November launch date. The unnamed fan was contacted by Rockstar after a LinkedIn post from a relation blew up and apparently caught the attention of Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick. Anthony Armstrong, a developer at Ubisoft Toronto, originally made the plea on behalf of his family member last month, calling for help for any connections or games industry colleagues in getting the message out there. They said, quote, a member of my family who has been battling cancer for years just recently got the worst possible news. He was given 6 to 12 months to live. The reason I'm reaching out is that they are a huge GTA fan, and with this latest update, he may not be around long enough to actually get to see GTA 6 launch. Best case scenario, he will be leaving us the same month it launches. He currently lives only a stone's throw away from Rockstar's Oakville studio, so it's my hope that one of you may be able to set up an exclusive playtest so you can have a chance to experience this game before passing. Apparently, this person later updated their post several times, first to confirm that it had caught the CEO's attention at Take-Two, and then lastly to state that Rockstar Games had been in contact with great news. And he said, "That's all I can really say, but thank you from the bottom of my heart." That's kind of cool, man. That's cool.
I'm sure
Yeah,
they
that is
will, right? Sure they'll reach out and
I hope they hook him up with like swag and a t-shirt, some posters.
Put him
Put
in
him
the
in the
game or
game
something
too.
like
Put him
that.
in there.
That'd be dope. Put him in the game, like yo, like give us some voice lines so we could put you in this game as an NPC or something.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, you're right. Put him in the game would be dope. Yeah, because I mean, what did they have to lose, right? They have nothing to lose for it. Like all it makes them do is make them look good.
Yep.
And this person is. It's not like I doubt a person who's dying from cancer that they want to play GTA 6 and they know that they're probably going to pass away the month it comes out. I doubt they would get to play and then go out and start leaking all this shit about the game. Like they're going to play and just, be like grateful that they got to play it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they're
Yeah.
not going to be out leaking shit about it, like, and they probably made them sign NDAs just in case or whatever. Like you can't, like his family that was in the room with him, they probably told him like, you can't fucking say anything you see or whatever, like to anyone.
We're gonna take your family's house away. You're gonna something, like
You won't be the only one gone by November.
yeah. Your brother will be in a dungeon at the bottom of our fucking Edinburgh office with a bomb tied to him.
Your whole family's joining you in November if you fucking leak this shit. All right.
You remember Edinburgh, huh? Do you? Yeah. You don't want to end up like him.
Yes.
You think that was a malfunction, do you? Huh? That's what the news said.
In other news, Marathon will launch on March 5th, and it's $40. That's right, Mayo.
Not 70, not 80.
No, only 40. This
Lego
long
with
development
Guns is
extraction
coming out.
shooter Marathon will launch on March 5th with a new gameplay trailer has revealed ahead of pre-orders opening. It will launch on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC and cost $40. This trailer introduces players against to Tau Ceti the Fourth, or a city, I guess, which is a colony that you, playing as a runner, will infiltrate to dispatch armed forces and extract with valuable gear. You'll make use of a variety of runner shells that give you different abilities and perks, defining your role in a party or giving you a choice over how to build if you're planning to play solo. The art style remains striking as ever, with Bungie's signature gunplay being showcased in the action. Marathon was initially scheduled to launch on September 23rd, 2025, before being indefinitely delayed following a series of public tests that drew criticisms over the game's mechanics. Bungie noted key areas that it planned to improve with more development time, namely the game's survival elements, its lore and world building, and better social experiences for solos and duo players. Sony, who will publish Marathon, assured fans that the game would release before the end of March 2026, with Bungie also confirming that a public beta will take place later next month in February ahead of this launch. Development of Marathon has been rife with controversy, with Bungie eventually settling matters with an artist that accused it of stealing assets for the shooter without their permission. Since that delay, Arc Raiders has taken the extraction shooter genre by storm, amassing hundreds of thousands of concurrent players and sustaining that since the month it released. I mean, how many players? Because Arc Raiders is still number 1 on Steam, dude.
Yeah. So, all right, let me just read this article real quick, Jesus, and then I'll follow up with that real quick. So it's kind of the last one. So Valve ended 2025 with a record-breaking Steam revenue. Thanks for asking, Jesus. This was gonna be the next article. As Arc Raider PC sales outperform consoles. So let me just come down here where it says, according to the reports from Alinea Analytics, December 2025 became Steam's highest earning December to date, with more than 100 million players active on the platform. Steam generated an estimated 1.6 billion in gross revenue in December alone. That marks a 22.7 increase compared to 2024, and also higher than December 2020. Okay, yeah, during the pandemic. Wow, that's yeah. So, which was so where revenue has reached about 1.4 billion. But it did mention somewhere in this article about here we go. One of the biggest standouts was Arc Raiders. During the holiday window, Arc Raiders became the top-selling game on Steam by copies sold, moving around 1.2 million units, while it ranked first in sales volume. So it placed second in the revenue during the same period, earnings around 32 million. So again, this was back in December. So yeah, I mean, those are huge fucking numbers, but yeah. So yeah, Arc, man, Valve did great with Arc for sure. That was
Currently, according to Steam DB, it currently has 189,000 players playing the game. At the peak of today in 24 hours was 348,000. In 2 months, the all-time peak was 481,000. It's number 5 in daily active users, number 3 in top sellers, number 4 in wishlist activity.
So going back to Marathon, I know it's an extraction shooter. I don't know about loadouts or how it compares.
Is it crafting? Is it? I don't want crafting.
I don't remember. I don't.
Jesus, crafting. He'd be like, nope.
Crafting.
Dude, if there's crafting,
remember.
I'm out. I'm playing the beta, right? But if there's crafting in that beta, I'm out. I will not.
I signed up for the beta, but I never got into it. But you got to go on their, you got to get into their Discord and then do a few things, and like it wasn't difficult. But then it was like, okay, you're on the list or whatever. But I never got into the thing because they only did it for like 4 or 5 days at a time or something. But only fucking streamers got codes, it seems. So we'll have to wait till next month. Hopefully that'll end on an open beta, like basically a free demo. I would hope. See how that goes.
No.
See how it plays. I don't think it's gonna eat Arc Raiders lunch or anything.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to tell.
But one thing I would say about Bungie, right? They do know about content. They know how to do content. So they know what it takes, right? They did their they've been doing it for a while, right? Bungie's been doing it for a while. So I think they'll definitely keep bringing the content.
Okay. So people are saying that there is
Future
crafting,
content.
but not really. The crafting is you get stuff, all right, as you are looting the planet or whatever, the area, the map or whatever, that you can use it to rank up with certain factions, and they'll offer you items that you can buy. And sometimes you can buy these items with materials in addition to money. So you have to have certain materials and certain money to buy some stuff from a certain faction. Once you level up the faction, then they will continue selling you different things. So it's crafting, but not like Arc Raiders where you're crafting stuff with the stuff that you loot. Remember the hood philosophy that I had last show. You shoot shit, you buy shit, you sell shit, you buy shit, all right? That's what you want to do. I want to shoot shit, I want to sell the shit that I shoot for, then I want to buy shit with the money that I made off the shit that I sold. Okay?
Yeah, simple. Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So that's supposedly how Marathon is going to work. We'll see. I mean, the beta, hopefully, I'll explain it a lot easier than the people on Reddit, but I don't know, man. I just don't want crafting. I'm out of crafting. If there's crafting mail, I'm out. I'm fucking out. I get
that.
Yeah. In other news, an ex-Assassin's Creed boss, Mark Alexis Cote, is suing Ubisoft for 1.3 million Monopoly monies, aka Canadian dollars. Apparently, this person lost in severance pay and damages following his shock exit from the company last year. Radio Canada broke word of the lawsuit, which Cote has filed against his former employer due to the manner in which he left the company, an unacceptable demotion that constituted a disguised dismissal. Coates' departure from Ubisoft late last October came as a surprise to fans and the company's thousands of Assassin's Creed developers just weeks after the brand became part of Ubisoft's new Tencent-backed business entity, Vantage Studios. Coates had served more than 20 years at Ubisoft and worked on a string of Assassin's Creed hits before his promotion to head up the flagship brand in 2022. Ubisoft told staff that Coates' departure via an internal email, which discussed the need for Vantage Studios' leadership team to be aligned with its core goals. At the time, IGN reported that Coates had been offered a role as part of Vantage Studios' leadership, but he declined it. Coates' lawsuit claims that he was essentially replaced in his role in early 2025 by Vantage Studios' newly installed leadership, Christopher Duranis and Charlie Guillemot, the cousin and son of Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot, which this layer of management now above him. Coates claims that he then learned over the summer of 2025 that Vantage was now seeking to hire a new Assassin's Creed boss too. Radio Canada's report suggests that Coates inquired about that new franchise role, but was told that he was not suitable for this role and would not be supported by Yves to take the position, as it was based in Ubisoft's France location rather than Canada, where Coates is based at, and every major Assassin's Creed title has been led from. Coates' lawsuit allegedly claims that he was offered a head of production role, reporting into the incoming new head of the franchise role, and then alternatively the chance to lead another business unit working on second-tier Ubisoft franchises. During a 2-week period of reflection on what to do next, Coates told Ubisoft that his exit from the company would require severance pay, and it was at this point that Ubisoft allegedly told Coates not to show up for work as expected on October 13th, and await a formal response. The following day, October 14th, Ubisoft announced that he had left the company. In an internal note to Ubisoft staff obtained by IGN at the time, Duranis said that he was disappointed by Coates' decision, but that the former leader had, quote, had his own expectations and priorities related to Vantage Studios' creation and future, end quote. Following organizational restructuring announcement in March 2025, Mark Alexis Coates has chosen to pursue a new path elsewhere outside of Ubisoft. A Ubisoft spokesperson said in a comment at the time, "While we are saddened to see him go, we are confident that our talented teams will carry forward the strong foundation he helped build." Now, Coates' lawsuit alleges that his exit from Ubisoft constituted an abuse of power and resulted in damages to his reputation. The amount he is seeking, which is Canadian Monopoly money $1.3 million, is the sum of 2 years' salary and a further Canadian $75,000 in damages. Coates is also seeking for Ubisoft to lift his non-compete agreement, which currently limits his abilities to work anywhere else. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Representatives for Coates have confirmed the lawsuit, and the Ubisoft spokesperson told IGN, "We do not comment on legal matters." So, this says here, he joined Ubisoft in 2005 as a software engineer before working as a lead engineer programmer on Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands. From there, he joined the Assassin's Creed series in time for Brotherhood, working as a lead level designer before serving as a game director on Assassin's Creed 3. And as creative director, co-led the development on a string of projects built at Ubisoft Quebec, the talented team which made Assassin's Creed Black Flag DLC Freedom Cry, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which he served as a senior producer. And in 2022, he served in Quebec on Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Ubisoft sought to relaunch the series with a more consistent story focus via the Animus Hub. And it was Coates that took the reins on the entire franchise, laying out a Marvel-style slate of upcoming projects that included the forthcoming Assassin's Creed Hex and the next game in the franchise, which is an Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remastered. So this is the guy that's just like leading everything, and he's just got to like let go. Like, fuck you, we don't need you, dude. We don't need you. I got my nephew over here. He wants to work for us.
Or I mean, or it sounds like he was, forced to quit or whatever. Like,
well, what kind of shit is that? They told him to not come to work and then announce that he left. Hey, bro, don't come to work tomorrow. Okay, just look, man. Just take the day off.
yeah.
Think about your decisions.
There's things we don't know, right? Whatever conversations or emails or phone calls that were made between, him and higher up leaders and I don't know, like I know what he's talking about, like with those whatever he left before his contract ended, and it's like they have those non-disclosure things of like you can't just go work for a competitor and like in a certain amount of time and blah blah blah. But of course he can. Come on, he can just do it. But I know what he's thinking. Future, legal matters. If he goes to work for fucking EA or somebody, or
that sucks.
with the other bigger publishers out there in Europe. So yeah, he'll be fine.
Can't work for other companies. That sucks.
Well, like they have that certain time limit or whatever. Yeah, maybe it's the 2 years, and he wants his 2 years worth of pay.
Yeah, I think they said roughly that's about 900 and something thousand US dollars, like 975,000 US dollars. Which that's pretty good money. 2 years of pay, that's pretty good money. He was making what, like $500,000 a year almost?
Essentially, yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. But in other news, what else do we have here? More news. That's all I have for news. No more news. No more news.
We got all the latest and the current news out there.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot out there, really.
That's usually how it is in January. The CES though did have, guys, some stuff.
We only talked about the glasses, right? When they first. That's when the last time we recorded, right? Did we talk about those AR VR glasses? Mayo, I know we talked.
We did.
I know we spoke about it.
But Razer had some new AI stuff. All right, guys. All right, Razer took the stage at CES 2026 this year, and they unveiled Project Ava. Mayo. Okay. This is a 5.5-inch holographic form factor drawing. Okay, listen, it's like a little tube you buy and you put on your desk. And this is an AI gaming co-pilot type thing, right? It's an AI like companion you put on your desk. And I don't know what it does. I don't know if I don't think it plays games for you, but I think you talk to it and shit. It's like an AI that you put on your desk. But it's like a hologram. And you can pick I think there's 3 characters you can pick from. One's like a little dude. One's like an anime chick, and the other one's like a robot looking AI thing. But it's hologram, so it's like 3D hologram or whatever. And I don't know. I guess you can pre-order it now, Mayo, if you want to.
I'm watching the video now. Okay, it looks like something out of Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like a hologram. Yeah, like a little hologram thing you put on your fucking desk. Oh no, there's a lot of them. There's Ava. It looks like a little Razer logo with things swirling around it, and it says, "This is a calm, reliable source of energy to help you keep things clear, efficient, and always on point." Or you could pick a little anime chick called Kira, the loveliest gaming partner that's supportive, sharp, and always ready to level up with you. Or you could pick Zane, your steady gaming wingman, built for strategy, speed, and staying cool under pressure. Or you can pick a guy named Faker, which is take guidance from the GOAT to create your very own esports legacy. Then there's SAO. Connect on a personal level with an idol that's captured hearts everywhere. I don't know who SAO or Faker are. I don't know if these are real streamers or esports people.
He's captured hearts everywhere. I'm looking at their website.
I think Faker is a streamer.
Who's SAO, Mayo? Who's Sal?
I am not sure.
Looks like a chick.
Yeah, she's got more of the business suit on, where Kira is more anime.
Kira is like a straight up anime chick with the cat ear headphones and shit.
Yeah, where's
this is so it says here you can have this to be your personal life organizer. You can proactively manage your calendar, your wardrobe selection, or figure out what to eat that night. Or you can have it track your habits, moods, and provide personalized motivation and reminders for your self-care routines.
I was hoping for like if I can get Pokimane in a swimsuit or Amaranth, right?
You
Or-
amaranth. Oh damn, Gunny, you ain't fucking around. Gunny wants some
No, well,
real
you know what's
shit.
funny because I follow like on the Twitter or whatever. You don't even have to follow those people, but the other people that are like the more the influencers or whatever, like yeah, they're constantly showing all the stupid shit that they say or whatever. Like that's how I remember those names. Not
So I guess
Amaranth, but the Pokimane. Yeah,
I guess for gaming, it says here it's a real-time strategy advisor which provides live dynamic coaching to solve your puzzles and identify critical opponent vulnerabilities. Or it can access and relay complex in-game lore, item stats, or character backstories without pausing your game. Or it can be a true companion that provides real-time hype, celebrates your wins, and offers supportive encouragement after tough losses. So I don't know if this is connected to your game somehow, like to your PC. Or, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's weird.
maybe.
And for work, it can engage in two-way conversations to rapidly generate your concepts, refine your pitches, and develop unique project strategies. It can analyze complex documents and spreadsheets and summarize key trends and critical data points immediately. And it can provide real-time seamless translations for both text and two-way verbal conversations. What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's probably tied into chat GDP. I always say GDP, chat, whatever, blah blah blah, the chat bot, whatever thing.
How much do you think this is
And
going to be, Gunny? I want to see reserve now. How much do you think this is going to be? 500?
I want to say
I was gonna say $4.99.
I was gonna say 300.
I don't know, because I'm looking at the proceed.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't give a price. Yeah,
Doesn't-
300.
You can reserve one, but you have to. I don't want to log in. I don't want to reserve it. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to read here. I was trying to go into it a little more, but
There's nothing about the price at all. So I don't know.
Oh wait, did you read this? I don't know. It says, "Is Ava considered cheating in competitive gaming? It's strictly designed as a coach and trainer, not a tool for automated play.
Oh, okay.
Focus on helping players learn and master new techniques or new mechanics rather than providing an unfair competitive advantage." Like, I wonder, like, how often it speaks to you.
I have
Like, is
no
it?
idea.
Yeah, like how often is it? Like, is it also texting, like a chatbot thing or whatever? You like Chat GDP, like or whatever? Like, is it? Yeah, interesting how that's. It's just
Well, do you
what
just
it's
hear,
gonna be a gimmick, right? You're gonna see streamers promote it, like I don't know whether it's has voice or is talking or whatever. Like, yeah, it's just gonna be. I think it's gonna last about 3 months.
you can reserve it for $20, Jesus.
It's gonna be like 500. I know it's gonna be like 500.
It says guarantee your spot to own the first AI desk companion, $20 for reserves.
$20 to have something on my desk that I'll forget to plug in or charge, and then I'll die.
Yeah, you'll never think about it again. Yeah.
You'll just have this little container sitting on your desk.
But if you live in your mom's basement, you're going to make sure this thing's got battery power. It's got its own pillow.
I
And,
just,
it's
I
gonna. You
wish
can
it
take it
did
to
have a
work.
little like container look to it, and it was just
Yeah.
a platform with just like a
Like
hologram.
a hologram, that'd be dope. That'd be dope if it just had like the hologram. But like, they have to have the top part, right? Because or the
Yeah.
glass around it to make it look 3D or whatever. I don't know.
That thing's going right on my dashboard. Turn left, turn right. It'll be everything for me. Yeah.
Gunny's taking it to work with him.
Yeah. It's going to be in my truck.
It's gonna be on the dash of his truck. It's
Left, turn right.
gonna be yelling at him for running stop signs.
I already have that. I already have that camera that yells at me in the sweet, sexy voice, don't run the stop sign, Cuddy. Like I'm like, what? Please remember, always stop at stop signs. And then it records and sends it to my boss. It'll be my little snitch.
Oh, shit, that's wild.
Stay in your lane. That's the one I get. Stay in the line.
Just telling Gunny that you just stay in his lane.
But in a cute anime voice this time. Now I bought the upgrade. Yeah.
It says
Can I
here that Mind's Eye, despite having about 10 people play it every day on Steam,
Oh, that's
So
still
shit.
it still hasn't been delisted. That game still, people got suckered into that one.
Says developer Builder Rocket Boy is still paying content creators to play the game and upload it on YouTube videos.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, it's still paying content creators?
Damn.
That's
Why?
crazy. That is nuts.
How much? Okay, how much? Let's see how much it is on Steam. And then I guess the question is, would I even buy it? Right? Like Mind's Eye, right? Is it one word? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's still $59 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Jesus? Look, there's a demo.
I'm not playing the demo.
You know what? I'm gonna download it. I didn't know there was a demo.
No, I don't think it's good. I don't this game, everything I heard of this game is bad, so
All right, let's see. Let's go through the comments here really quick. I'm pretty good at spotting the really good ones here.
I'm not interested in playing no fucking demo, Gunny.
All right, picked it up for $30. Figured it couldn't possibly be as bad as the initial review stated. I was wrong. The game has been one of the most uninspiring, boring gameplay loops of all times. Go on a long, boring drive, combat drone mission. Going on another long, boring drive, cutscene, long, boring drive, combat drone, long drive, cutscene. It goes on, but okay, it plays more like a long interactive movie than a game. If you like cutscenes and straightforward action, that might work for you. Personally, I want more freedom. Yeah. So, I don't know. There's some good stuff to it.
And apparently, in other news, GameStop is closing about 470 stores.
Oh, yeah, that was the
This
other
month.
one. Yeah, that article I was looking at.
Yeah.
That one's been out there for a while. IGN's been pushing that one.
Yeah, they're closing quite a bit of stores, according to them.
So I believe it's, yeah. So the CEO was going to get, like, if he reaches the goal of whatever, without reading the article, right? He has to reach this revenue goal, which the amount I forgot, that he's going to get a $35 million bonus. So I guess that by closing how many stores is it 2026? Is it 370? Was it the number? And then
400.
that's how they reach. So closing 470. That's fucked up. I mean, if you really think about it, right? Like, yeah, let's close all these fucking stores up or whatever.
It's a lot of stores to close.
I mean, of course you're gonna reach. Well, I don't know about revenue, but
More money, I guess.
yeah, like I don't know. Make it make sense though, right? Like I get it. We're entering more of a digital age, but so probably whatever his.
Sad that store couldn't never pivoted and figure their shit out. It sucks.
Yeah, like let's just say he's got 3 years to do it, right? So I don't know how long he's been there, but yeah, crazy to think. Yeah, the closing stores is gonna generate, but right, just greed. Pay people less. I don't know. Stupid.
That's all we have, man. That's all we have.
All right, guys, we're all done. Go find me Gunny Chief. Playing some games.
Okay. Find Mayo. Where can we find you, Mayo?
Oh, you're gonna find me on Discord mainly. Occasionally on the PS5. Kind of hanging out in there. Probably playing some more Path of Exile 2 again. Kind of playing around on the PlayStation a little bit here and there. That's about it.
Playing that Ghost of Yotai still now?
What's that?
Still playing the Ghost of Yotai?
Yeah, here and there.
Find me on everything as Jesus Walks a Lot. I'll be playing some more Battlefield and whatever the fuck else I play this week. I'll figure something to play. I don't know. I gotta find something to play, I guess. I guess more of that Outer Worlds too, huh?
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's good fun story.
We're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. New year, new us. Maybe. I don't know. We're out of here. Bye, everyone. Bye.
See ya.
Okay.